OBS is for amateurs. There we go, nailed it. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Save or Dice. This is season 4, episode 1, and we're back today with the greatest esports team of Dungeons and Dragons ever conceived in one single place. We're playing for the big leagues today. It's the Nationals. So let's go around. Let's figure out who we are today. We have with us on the team our main carry, who is, of course, Dave FRIANT from Nerdarchy. We have our support, who is, of course, Jonathan PRUITT from WebDM. And then we have that guy who's just solo laning it, which is, of course, Jim Davis from WebDM as well. I myself am, of course, Will Jones, a D&D sex icon. I'm here to charm the rest of the opponents down. We do have some sponsors here today for our esports league, so I would love to hand over to Dave FRIANT to read out some of our sponsors today. Do it! Do it, my friends. And, of course, let us hand over to our dazzling deviant tonight, Cody Lewis.
And Mason Treadwell, or at least a form of him. The party had been filled in on quite a bit of information along with Rothillian as to what is going on, what Tyler Barnoskis, the Harbinger, has been up to. The betrayal, the walkthrough from day one, setting the map inside of the legendary casing for what you thought was just Lawbringer, leading you to the sword, ambushing you out on the road, slaughtering the keepers, every step along the way. It seems so obvious, but hindsight is, of course, 2020. The party then traveled to the final destination here, outside of where Mason Treadwell said that his physical form is currently held. Part of a pact that he made, part of the curse, the magical binding contract that was put into place to keep the Shadow King from manifesting here on the material plane again. And you set up quite an ambush, gathering some logs and doing other things to prepare yourselves. And that is when the party was met by a force led by Tyler Barnoskis, accompanied by Grindelbrew, by possibly the last remaining keeper, and a small but very capable group of orcs. The party was embattled with them, with some of the orcs going up and throwing out 2 big buckets of rocks. Somewhere an anti-magic stone being flung as part of that, and dismissing the party's elephant Roshi that Huel had been counting on. And the last things that had happened was the doors behind them began to creep open, and Tyler Barnoskis, along with Gregor and the last remaining keeper, melted down as if almost into the shadows. And that is where we pick up. So, to jump right back into combat, gentlemen, we have at the top of the order, Dr. Brasso Hill. Dave, what would you like to do, sir?
All right. You know what? I believe I was taking pock shots at these guys. But one of our comrades are kind of in dire straits. So I want to move up to to behind the brush here, and as I'm going by, I'll take a couple shots.
Okay.
Let's see if we can't help my man out a little bit. Back off, you slimy orc.
Yeah, you fire off with a twang towards
Nice.
orc number 2.
All right. He's got the dude next to him, so we get to take a shot at him as well.
You spring into action, twanging off a couple of blasts.
So that's 16. Does that hit? Probably not.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Sure
nice,
does. Both of
nice.
those.
All right. And then my extra attack. Come on. Why won't you roll? You son of a curse you technology. All right.
The greatest enemy.
My greatest enemy, true.
Hey, did we get the audio tweaked up, Will?
It was never not working.
Beautiful.
It was all an illusion.
Yep.
Okay, so as you fire off into orc number 2, this twing just cuts right into the back of its throat, and it falls dead to the ground. Roll damage on orc 5.
I thought I did. Yeah, it's showing 3 of them. I dropped them right on him.
Oh, you did. You're correct.
Woo!
Okay, that brings us. Look at that. Dave is getting up at the time.
Learning stuff.
That brings us over to campus. That adrenaline is pumping through your body. What do you want to do, kid?
Oh God, I gotta kill people again. I'm gonna shoot at the orc that is on Roscoe there with open hammer.
Okay.
Man, that's bad. A 12 to hit.
A 12 is. You know what? Let me just double check that before I
Could
tell
be,
you.
I don't
Absolutely
remember,
not. I bet it's closer than I think. It does not manage to make contact.
All right, second attack is then a 25 to hit
Way more than fucking enough.
for 14 points of damage. Blammo.
14 points, and yeah, describe how this orc takes this arrow and drops dead.
Roscoe, no, not again! And I shoot him through the head.
Shoot him through the head. Do you want to move, buddy?
I'm happy where I am, actually. I like this little spot.
Roscoe Threestone, the 2 orcs in front of you have just been picked off by your supportive party members in the back. You now find yourself open and available to move up and engage someone else. What would you like to do, sir?
God damn it! Everybody's going to be taking all my my enemies. I'm going to run up on the guy on the far left, Tanaruk. What does he look like compared to the orcs?
He looks like an enormous orc with large horns protruding and all very similar in snout kind of appearance to the orcs, but something is just off, and it kind of has a longer jowl. And he is massive. He dwarfs everything else on the field.
Good. Because I don't think I was raging yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna go busting out of the bushes as I work myself into a frothy rage, and I'm gonna run right up on him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna drop a couple of attacks with the old battle axe. Ooh.
There you go. There's a nice little image of what is engaging with you right there.
Yeah. Well, I feel sorry for his kneecaps. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do reckless attack.
Yeah, give it to me, buddy. $22 is going to be more than enough, sir. Way more than enough.
Drop that on him. Second attack. More of the same. Come on, give me the love, baby.
Beautiful, sir. Beautiful.
That's it. Give him what for, cuz.
As the forms, do the spirits of all of my past Roscoes come up to join me in this deluge of rage and froth?
I think that would be absolutely fitting here as you roll down the hill and just charge in, slashing wildly, digging in deep. Unfortunately, giving it all your best might, even with those ancestors, this Tanaruk doesn't seem nearly as phased, and it begins to raise this enormous, taller than the length of your full body, Roscoe, greatsword as it prepares to ferociously strike back at you. Huel Thunderbuck, who is, I believe, flying around on the outskirts of this anti-magic zone.
Yeah, Yule's flying around on this thing. He's got an idea where it is, but you said the doors behind us opened?
It is. It is cracked open. And you do, and the three people that you saw at the back, it's like they just melted into the ground.
Well, while they're off messing with whatever is going on in there, there's not anything Huel can do about that. Huel will instead, he's flying on his broom, but he has an invisibility somewhere. Huel's going to go invisible and fly over to the open door and see what he can see.
And I'll kind of describe. So as you're kind of like what to do, and you peel off and turn back to edge into the door. Are you gonna be on the broom high? Because the doors are actually very tall. They're probably about 30 feet tall.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go anywhere near any of these shadows that are down on the ground. I don't see why not. Go up to the top of it. Huel's flying on the broom, invisible. Poke his head in, see what's going on.
Do you have any light sources on you? I don't think so, correct?
I have a hooded lantern that my elemental lives in, but he's got it cloaked and stowed away.
Okay, so at the moment, just a trickle of the light, very, very little bit of the light from pretty significantly off with the torches that initially fell with this orc party. They're just kind of barely trickling into this room, giving you the hint of a very large open space. But until you get a better light source, you can't get much more detail than that. You do not hear anything yet.
Also, thank you to James Leslie for the $20 super cheer.
Woo, James, we appreciate it.
That's what it is on YouTube.
All right. That will bring us down to the orcs, who have one big target in front of them. First up, I'm gonna skip this first orc here. Actually, you know what? He's gonna move up and engage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and he has aggressive, so he's going to be able to close the gap as he and just comes charging up the hill with his huge great axe, and he is going to make a massive swipe here at Dr. Brasso Hill. That 13 is going to go much to the left as Dr. Brasso Hill easily sees him kind of coming up, and at the last second just slides over. The next attacker here is going to be this Tanaruk, and this Tanaruk is ready to decapitate this pest, this small halfling creature who dares to come up in its face and challenge it directly. And so this Tanaruk is going to, let me just double check here. It is going to lash out with this great sword. So this is gonna be against Roscoe, and I have a natural one. Oh, you know what? I believe you attacked recklessly. Is that correct?
But I did. You got advantage on that, buddy.
Let's do that one more time. I don't think it's much better. That 13 is not gonna get there.
It does not get there.
It lashes down with this great sword, and it thunders and kind of almost cracks into the ground. Even to the soft mud, you can hear like a loud thud as it hits down. But it reaches up and it actually tries to maw you with its big, enormous teeth and bite. And it is going to attack you with its bite at advantage as well, sir.
Never on the first date.
And another 13, as Roscoe is proving more than capable of just getting and dodging out of the way just quick enough before he comes back in with another attack. And that's going to bring us over to the Orc War Chief. And the Orc War Chief, let's see, what is he going to do? He's got some interesting things that he wants to do here. The first of which he's going to do is he has this wonderful little ability as aggressive. So he's going to take his bonus action, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then his bonus to come charging up the hill at Campus, who has just fired over at where Roscoe was previously standing, is getting ready to draw another arrow.
No.
And he is going to he's going to do some multi-attack things here with its great axe. So let me just do this and direct this over here at campus. We have the first attack, a 14. Man, these guys are really struggling to get up the hill and close range on you. And he follows that up with a natural 20.
There it is.
Devastating blow and strike against campus. And we have a total of 26 damage.
Oh, I'm dead.
As campus thinks that he can kind of slide over to the, and he kind of gets caught on one of the roots just long enough, and you see this big grin across this orc's face as it brings this axe in on you. Fighting in deep. The only thing keeping it from completely cutting through you is literally the fact that it hit part of the tree trunk as it tried to do that. And that will bring us back around to Dr. Brasso Hill.
As Dr. Hill looks around, hey, you pick on someone your own size, yelling over towards campus, and then looking down at his cousin. Hey, you don't want to put Roscoe in your mouth. You don't know where he's been. I will.
Dr. Hill, please take a point of inspiration, sir.
I will switch out the crossbow for short sword and whip, and I will use that inspiration.
One's mother.
I'm going to use that inspiration right now to attack this orc. I really want to stab him in his face.
Oh.
So that's a 24. That will hit. So can I still drop the
More
die?
than enough, sir. More than enough.
All right. And all right, lash out with the whip. All right, you greenback. Go back to where you came from.
And that is actually going to be enough to drop this orc. So describe to me how you dispose and dispatch of it.
Well, first I slide the short sword up between his ribs. Then I flick my wrist, and the whip just wraps around his neck, and I just pull him right further onto the short sword, finish him off. So I have my movement, and I am going to use it to get over here and assist.
Okay, that's going to give Campus advantage unless he decides to disengage here. Campus, speaking of which, sir, it is now your turn. You've taken a nasty blow, and you're reeling from your side as you can feel the warm pool of blood begin to trickle down your leather plate or your leather armor and down.
You got him right where you want.
I'm dying, and I'll attack him with my long sword, which is a 21. I do have advantage, so I should roll that. 21 to hit for 4 points of damage.
Okay, 4 points of damage against the war chief.
And then extra attack is 13 to hit.
That
advantage.
is not. Oh, an advantage. And
still 13.
not enough.
No, it's not advantage. You get a +1, so it's a 14. I don't know if that makes a difference.
Oh yeah, I'm flanking.
The 14 won't make a difference. It's close.
Curses.
He's able to kind of deflect it with the back end of his great axe.
I don't have him where I want him. He has me where he wants me.
That was a warning shot.
That's my turn. I am not running away.
Roscoe Threestone. What would you like to do, sir?
Let's see. Well, rinse and repeat, I suppose.
Rinse and repeat it is.
I'm going to cut into this bastard a couple times and hope for the best.
Oh, look at that natural 20.
Nice.
Beautiful, sir.
Hey, you got something on your face.
My axe.
It's my axe.
You actually see him as you kind of dig into him with that. He just turns and just slams you with the kind of the hilt of this great sword in a retaliatory attack as part of his reaction. So let's see if he can make contact with that. And it's not going to be enough, sir.
You didn't say the magic word. 17 hit. Yep.
17 is going to be enough.
Duck under that blow and then drop my axe right on his fucking thigh.
Oh, look at that. This thing just growls. And it's becoming more and more enraged as you were just lashing out, dodging, lashing out with these big striking blows. He'll Thunderbuck.
I'm gonna season my fucking soup with your teeth, bitch.
All right. I hate to do this.
Take some horns.
They look like they've got this. Huel is going to find a seat on the hilltop. You know, without his whatever they're called. What is he flying on? Broom.
Right.
And I'm going to cast Arcane Eye, and that's number one. It kicks in my divination ability that I get a spell slot back whenever I cast a divination spell.
Okay.
And it creates a floating invisible sensor with dark vision out to 30 feet for up to an hour concentration. And Huel's just going to sit on the side and have this eye go through the doors.
Okay.
He can move up to 30 feet.
So about 30 feet. Okay. I'm trying to think what exactly you would see. So is it just dark vision, or does it see anything magically? Like would it see them? Would it see them?
Let me see if I can share. I've not been able to share spells this recently.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, so
I get mental images from the eye.
See visual information from the eye, which has normal vision and dark vision.
Yep.
Okay. So what this eye sees with its dark vision is at the very end of its scope of vision, it sees three figures almost emerging from the floor as if they came out of the shadows, and then they step out of its vision.
Okay.
What it can see from the rest of the room is big open stone, like a big open room, right? And it can see just the hint of a pillar over here kind of on the left, and that's about all that it can really tell.
Okay.
It's time for the Tanaruk to try to retaliate against this just infuriating pest of a halfling barbarian. And it is going to raise that great sword up high in an attempt to cut Roscoe in twain. Did you attack? Yeah,
roll with advantage.
Yeah, there we go. I don't know, I'm drawing a blank there. A 16.
It just gets there.
Just barely going to get there. And it's going to slash out for 11 points of damage. And it is going to follow that up with another headbutt into you here with its bite attack. We're just going to flavor that a little bit differently. And we have a whopping 23 for another 8 points of damage.
Okay.
So 19, you're going to have that down. All right. And then that will be its turn. And it's actually going to try to shift over just a little bit to kind of reposition to keep you in between, or itself in between you and, or you in between itself and your allies. And now the Orc War Chief has its eye on absolutely destroying campus. He is going to try to do the same thing over here. Lashing out with a massive 7, and then following that up with a 24 with that great axe. Let's see what it does here. Oof. Another 19 points to campus.
I have a 1 hit point right now.
Jesus.
1 hit point.
I'm not running away.
I'll stand and fight. I've never run away.
And it just continues to bruise and batter. And Dr. Hill, you're getting kind of a front row seat as campus is wide-eyed and like scurrying back, trying to fend off this onslaught here. That brings us back over to you, Dr. Hill. What would you like to do, sir?
Campus, fall back. I got him.
I'm falling okay. I'm falling all right.
I will try and stab him in the back of his knee.
Make it happen, Captain.
Gonna try. 13.
14 would not get there.
Yeah. So with that, I will give him another. Or maybe I won't. Come here, D20. Oh, there's combat trackers in my way. I keep dropping it on there instead of him.
Yeah, just slide it over a little bit so they're not stacked so close together.
It'll
probably work out
it doesn't want to. Doesn't want to drop on him. Whatever. We'll just throw it over there.
13 plus 6.
Yeah, 13 plus 6.
So yeah, that's a 19 and then a 20 for flanking. More than enough.
All right, and then the whip.
Whoosh, you crack off the whip. 16 is enough.
All right, take that, you jerk. There you go.
I have a feeling Campus is going to be using that inspiration here soon on some death saves.
Well, hopefully he'll disengage.
I want to see how many times this campaign I can die.
It's been a few.
Well,
All right.
Going for the record.
Campus, it is now your turn. You're at 1 hit point. You're reeling. You're bleeding, and you're already getting lightheaded here out in the dark area in front of this cave. What would you like to do?
Here's a question, Dungeon Master. How is this creature looking bloodied? Is it injured in any way?
It is. It almost seems as though it has just finally taken something that gave it just a little bit of pause. And to be very candid with you, as close as you are, it just looks more pissed off than it did before.
Okay, I'm gonna run and disengage in that case, and move to be closer to Huel, who's up here. I'll be right back, Dr. Hill.
That's going to bring us over to Roscoe. Roscoe, what would you like to do, sir?
I'm going to do what I've been doing, which is
Barbarian.
kicking this thing's ass.
Beautiful.
Hey there, buddy. What do you think about that?
Natural 20 again. I'm going to go ahead and let you make that natural 20, and then it's going to take a retaliatory strike against you.
All right.
Oh, my goodness gracious. You are just giving this Tanaruk everything that it can handle. But it's going to try to retaliate against you at advantage. And it is going to make contact as well, as you guys are just coming to blows. Just a strength of wills almost at this point as it lashes out for 11. Do you have another attack, sir?
Yep. All right. Advantage. Grab that and drop it on you. 2 times,
Another
bitch.
20.
Oh, yeah.
Roscoe is bringing it tonight. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. This thing is looking, as you just, it kind of retaliates, thinking that it's going to be able to move this little halfling and kind of cut into it. And it is met with a ferocious retaliatory strike from you as you just stand your ground and give another huge swipe over at this thing.
Just another tree in the woods to cut down, bitch.
Huel Thunderbuck, Campus
Log
is
number
hurting
7.
bad as he scampers away from this orc up the hill, kind of wide-eyed and frantic, looking to you for help. What do you do, sir?
He's just crying.
I throw him the broom. I'm like, get on this, cuz. Just stay out of their way.
Okay.
And there's a reason Huel carries a sling. Can he see the Tanaruk?
You cannot see the
The
Tanaruk.
trees in the way?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say if you're ground level, you can't see him.
That's fine. I didn't figure. But Mr. Orc War Chief, it's time to eat halfling sling.
He was gonna try to steal your kill there.
Oh yeah, I was. I really hope I could.
Trying to snipe you. Oh, a natural 1.
Yeah, but yes, that's why it's good to be a halfling, though.
Well, it's good to be a halfling.
What do we got?
Here we go. Let's see if I can drop it back on him.
A 14. Oh,
14 misses.
just not enough. Just not enough. You fling this thing down. You give it a nice little whip, and you can you hear this thing crack into the tree near it, a little bit off, but probably a little bit more assured as to where you need to go with your next attack.
Brasso ducks. Easy, cousin.
Tanaruk, as if it's his last stance, gives out this just large roar and tries to do what it can, unwilling to accept its fate, that it could be bested by a meager little twerp of a creature. And it's going to fire off a 25 with its great sword. It's going to bite into Roscoe Threestone for 14, and it's just going to lash out with the biggest maw that it can as it tries to pierce you with those enormous teeth and tusks. And let's see what we got here. We've got a bite attack over here against Roscoe for another 23. biting and digging in for another 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And it's breathing heavily. The Orc War Chief is going to turn, seeing this elf scamper away, and after having had this whip crack on it, it's been insulted by Dr. Hill, and it's going to turn on him with a great axe, a furious great axe. We have a 13 that goes high and wide, and follow that up with a 23 as he comes back over and then just almost like buries the back end of the axe deep into your chest, kind of knocking the breath out of you a little bit here. We have, my God, these things hit so fucking hard. Dr. Brasso Hill, please take 17 points of damage, sir.
I would love to.
My gosh.
Is that it? We had sisters that hit harder than that.
He's got the right of it.
That's going to bring us over to Dr. Hill. What would you like to do, Dave?
All right, we're going to let loose with a flurry of attacks here at 18.
18, more than enough. A 17 going to hit as well. As you go into a series of furious blows with the short sword rolling over and cracking the whip across his face. 9 points of damage. 9 points of damage. Oh, 7 more points of damage.
Damn, cuz. Shit.
Wow.
You guys, I mean, no wonder, Jesus. No wonder Huel is comfortably out of range of this anti-magic stone, taking a seat over there. That is going to bring us over to Campus, who is still hurting and reeling. You've been offered over this flying broom.
I'm fucking get on.
You do have a bow.
I do.
What would you like to do?
Yeah. Well, I'm also on 1 HP. So, fucking Campus is a hero in his heart, really. He does.
Come on, Campus. You got him right where you want him now. I'll hold him. You hit him.
He's gonna move up and destroy your face.
I think of a cure wounds. I think of doing a cure wounds, but instead I see Dr. Hill in trouble. I'm like, don't worry. And I jump on the broom and I go after the golden snitch. Sorry, no, I shoot. I go after the Orc War Chief with Oakenhammer, or flying into the sky for a 17 to hit.
17. Is that counting the +2 bonus?
What's the +2 for?
There's a +2.
Oh, magic?
Bow.
Yes, that is, yeah.
Oh, magic. I'm going to give you that for the flanking, as just because Dr. Hill has had such a tremendous turn that I think the orc would be completely engaged with him. So I'm going to give that to you, because that would actually be a 15, but I'm going to give you the +1 flanking to 16, which would be enough to hit.
Cool. Then,
AC 16 confirmed.
9 damage on Oakenhammer, and the second shot is a 19 on the die for 10 points of damage.
Wow, as you dig in and bite in deep. Did you drop those on him? Or no?
I haven't dropped them on him. I can do if you like.
Okay, not a problem.
Okay.
Let's do... Oh, didn't know you could do that. How nice and neat is that? You just drop
What
that
a neat
damage.
feature.
Okay. Wow, Fantasy Grounds.
Wow, what a handy neat feature.
Is that the end of your turn, sir?
That is the end of my turn. Can I fly on the broom as a move action? Or am I just like in the air?
I'll let you move 15 feet up in the air.
Okay, yeah, let's say like I'm here-ish up in the air right now.
Okay. Actually, as you go to fly and get up on this thing and move into this anti-magic zone, you get about 10 feet off the ground.
Whoa.
You go to take off, and you basically, the broom just gives out from under you, and you go rolling down this hill to about right there. About feet behind you.
I don't take.
But you don't take damage.
I was gonna say I don't take 1 point of damage, do I?
No, you take exactly 1 point of damage. That's gonna bring us over to Roscoe Threestone.
Well, let's see if we can finish this off. Well, probably not. Oh, I dropped my cigarette. So it's going to be a miss on the first one.
That's why Roscoe misses. He drops a cigarette.
Ash everywhere. Mid-combat. All right. Hang on. Here we go. Now then. And then I'm going to drop a little bit more fun on you. And
he is hurting at 4 life. Roscoe, describe your killing blow, sir.
Roscoe totally pulled the dropping his own cigarette ruse in combat. Goes to pick it up, knowing that the beast would be raising up with his sword, and he just comes straight up, putting a cigarette in his mouth, and brings the axe straight up, and it catches him right in the bottom of the jaw and just bisects his face. And he just slumps back.
Boom! With a loud thump down next to you, the Tanaruk falls dead.
And then I'm going to move 30, or I'm going to move closer to Brasso. Start heading that way.
Huel, it is your turn. What would you like to do, sir? You just watched Campus come over.
Campus.
Room.
Campus, you can't just go straight up.
The world's biggest fail.
Straight up. Gotta get out of there.
There you go.
And Huel just casually loads up another stone.
And flings it down.
It could totally
All
be
right,
a clip
fire
for
it off,
like
my
a,
man. Get us.
a clip fails YouTube videos. Campus.
22 to hit.
Get him.
That's gonna be enough. It gets there. It's the
sure
finale.
does get
You gotta
there.
say get there.
6
Oh, look at that. What is going on with you guys in this Orc War Chief right now?
Well struck, cuz.
You know it.
It comes over to the Orc War Chief. He is furious. And after being clunked in the back by you, this little halfling in front of him has really infuriated him. But there's one thing that orcs cannot stand, and that is the sight of elves.
I thought you were going to say bathing.
So he's going to take an attack of opportunity as he just and just runs full blast over here at Campus.
Oh!
Look at that!
That's a
Brasso
6.
Quick with the short sword.
Get him!
No.
Rolls a 6.
I'm flailing on the floor with the broom. Like a turtle that's on his back.
He moves up with a huge great axe and tries to bring it down on you here.
I'm like a beached whale right now.
Well, I gave him a 6 for that instead of that 19.
No, that was Dr. Hill. You didn't want to.
Oh, is that Dr. Hill's?
Yeah,
That
that's
was
Dr.
an attack of opportunity.
Yeah. You don't want to fuck with that. He's throwing damage.
Oh, I thought I was going to hit him, but then I had
Oh,
a
You heard it, guys.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to give him a 6.
The first one comes in with the 6. Okay, I'm tempted because I believe that Campus is prone.
Probably.
Do you have a second portent, Dave? Or Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, Jim? Jim, do you have a second portent?
Yep.
What's your
Take an
second
8.
portent? It's an 8. All right. So the first attack, you kind of like know exactly what he's going to do, and you quickly holler out to Campus, roll to the left. Campus comes in, rolls up to the left.
Sweep the broom under him.
Okay, before I make this ruling, I want to double check on what how your portent reads. Is it just a roll for an attack, or is it for an entire attack? Because he's about to make a second attack.
Well, I have a second portent. You would have
I
it.
understand, but he has advantage, is what I'm asking.
Let's see where it is.
So there's 4 dice being rolled. Can you portent? You have 2 portents. All
You
right.
can replace any attack roll, saving throw, or ability check made by your creature that you can see with one of these. I don't know. This is sounds like a ruling. I don't know if
Okay,
it's the right
so
answer.
I think the rules as written is that it's just an attack roll. However, if you want to burn both of your portents, I will mitigate the advantage on these 2 attacks against Campus.
Yeah, I'm going to use both of them on this guy. Yeah.
Okay, so he has a +6 to attack.
Mhm.
So he's going to have a 12 and a 14. Campus, would a 14 hit your AC?
Nope, AC 15. Boy.
Well then,
I'm fine.
quickly hollering out instructions to Campus.
Get out of
Kind
there.
of snapping like, I've seen this. And he begins to dodge in both of these, and you can see the fury of this orc as it just is unable to finish off this disgusting, vile wood elf.
I make sure he knows it's me.
Oh, he can hear you. Yeah. You're hollering out. He just cuts his eyes over to you, but he's still locked in on campus.
Well done, cuz.
Dr. Hill, what would you like to do, sir?
I am going to run up to aid campus, leaping in the air with my short sword and whip.
Because he's prone, you're not going to get your +1 flanking.
It's all right. It's all right.
25 is more than
Felt
enough.
a little
sir.
unfair to the war chief anyway.
Oh, reeling as you dig into him from the back. The second one isn't going to be enough as he turns over and knocks it aside. You kind of bounce back and crack off that whip right in his face. Beautiful. And he's hurting. He's holding one of his eyes and bloodied, barely standing at this point.
Come on, Mean Green, over here.
Campus, you're kind of prone at this this orc's feet. What would you like to do, sir? If you want to stand up without taking an attack of opportunity, you can forfeit your bonus and reaction for this turn.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm on 1 HP. I'm pulling the Isildur. And I'm gonna cast it into the flames. No, I'm going to instead just kind of like thrust up with my swords towards the orc chieftain. And
Are you gonna do this prone, or are you gonna stand up first?
It's a move action to stand up. Do you say? Or,
Yeah.
Let's
It
do
takes
that.
half your movement and a bonus and reaction.
Sure.
And you can stand up, and that way you don't tag it to disadvantage.
Let's do that. It's kind of like I attack on as I'm standing up, if you will. So the longsword is a 17 to hit.
It's actually an 18, and it's more than enough to get there, sir.
7 points.
Oh, snap. It's hurting. It's reeling.
Second attack. Die!
Can you...
17 again. 9 points of damage. Oh.
Please describe your killing blow against this orc war chief.
Yeah, I kind of come up on the up thrust, and I just run him through twice as I stand to my feet, and I'm covered in blood. Oh, God. I got him. I got him. Look, Dad. I mean, Dr. Hill.
You done well, campus. You done well.
And everything
That's real
falls
good,
apart.
campus. Ross.
I might need a break.
He was going to use whatever actions he has to move his eye from where it originally was and go further in and see if he can't catch up with the figures that he saw a couple rounds ago.
Let me check this map here. I kind of want to see how big it is. So you've got 30 feet of vision, right?
30 feet of vision, and as an
More
action,
than
I can
enough.
move it 30 feet.
More than enough. So what you are seeing inside appears to be, first off, there is Tylor. They've lit a torch and kind of thrown it over to the side on the floor. So there's a little bit of extra light in here now. And there is a very small raised platform into a series of, the best way to describe it would be cogwheels, like round cogwheels all lined up with a set, almost like a little small inset on the floor. And you can see the man that was standing next to Grindlebrew, the last keeper, and he is dripping blood and squeezing it onto the floor. And as he's doing this, you can start to see from all of these grinding, encircling themselves upon themselves, kind of cogwheel looking structure. And Tylor is holding up the sword. He does not have the scabbard in his hand. That actually belongs to the monk as he is kind of going into this ritual. And standing next to Tylor is Grindlebrew, and Grindlebrew is looking straight back down at the doorway. And this is kind of all happening here. This is very quick. Just you can kind of see all this. So I kind of describing everything that's kind of going on, and you can start to see as Tylor is raising the sword inside this room, there's beginning to become a purple swirl on one of the sides, if you will, next to all these long columns holding the structure up.
Say, Roscoe. Roscoe, can you find Roshi down there? Bring him on up. Can't hear you, cuz.
Speak up, cuz.
Professional.
Yeah, let me grab that. Hang on.
Can't toss it through them doors.
And he finds it. He finds Roshi, and then we'll run over and throw it through the doors.
Once I walk out of the the anti-magic zone with Campus, I will give him a cure wounds.
I wasn't going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Yeah,
At second level.
I have a first level cure wounds for you as well for my spell stone.
Oh, thanks. I get to roll an extra d8 because I'm casting it at second level. Cool.
All right. So you run up and
Okay.
throw Roshi inside of this place, correct?
9. Yeah.
Is that what I saw happen?
Yes, I'd like for Roshi to lead the charge.
I don't think that is going to be a problem. Let me go ahead and share this sheet here. And do you have Roshi set up?
Yep. Already got her mammoth. It's already saved.
I've got to figure out where her token is. So give me just a heartbeat. That's the only thing I really kind of need to add is Roshi's token.
Tandem psychic war elephant.
Okay. And beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, that looks good. All right, so let me load you guys in here and load everything up. This is take me just a heartbeat, guys, to get everybody set up. So we have Roscoe. We have Dr. Hill.
While like Roscoe is finding it, Roshi, and we're healing up, Huel is going to tell everyone what he sees inside.
Okay.
He's just going to keep talking like, you know.
So all this is kind of happening. I'll keep kind of talking a little bit while like the additional things that you're seeing. You're seeing one portal pop up, and you're seeing several onyx figured looking skinned men come pouring out of this portal. And as Tyler is raising his arms, a second portal is beginning to open. And this thing is starting to spin faster and faster. And this monk is beginning, like, can the eye hear?
It just sees.
Okay. So you can see this guy mouthing something, but he's just dripping and pouring blood into this. And it's beginning to like fill in the inset in the floor and begin to kind of like complete the circle and then fill in the next level and fill in the next level and fill in the next level, and sort of almost like a blood maze down on the ground. And as he's kind of going through this chant, it's filling in and filling in and filling in.
Now, Roscoe, you don't know this about me because last time we fought together, I couldn't do it. But you should stay out of. You should let the people come to us because I'm gonna try to roast them alive before they get to us.
All right, cuz. I mean,
I can't catch.
Because you know how much I love barbecue, so
Plenty left
I'll
over.
allow it.
Plenty left over. But yeah, Huel is relaying all this to the rest of the group while we're waiting, and then once we're ready, have Roscoe throw in.
I have one more guy here that I have to pull out.
So apparently Colin Lauterbach is quite happy with Jim's decision to have the psychic tandem war elephant shout out.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for the super chat, buddy.
Thank you. Best D&D show ever.
And we need to make this guy hostile. Okay. This is the season finale. This is the final battle. This is it. It's for all the marbles. Let's see what you guys can do here. You have Roshi the elephant is set up. You have the flying broom. We have some magical weapons. We have some crazy wands and all the journey that we've been through here. This is it. So, are you guys, you tell me when you would like to step in to this. So Roshi is the figurine is already in there, but it hasn't been summoned yet. You tell me what you'd like to do.
So we could try talking to him.
No, that ain't no. I think we should stick Roshi on Tylor. Just have it charged straight through.
Sure.
We got these things coming through the portals we're gonna have to mop up.
Mm-hmm.
Brindlebrew's gonna be a problem. I'm gonna try not to let him get anything off, but he might. I don't know about this keeper though. That's my thought.
We need to kill the keeper so they can't finish.
I gotta kill them all, cuz. Ain't none of them can leave this place alive. They done made fools of us. Can't have that back home.
I can't suffer that. You know that, cousin.
So we kill everyone.
I don't know if we can save the keeper. Maybe we should.
Eh.
I mean, you know,
I forgot
Roscoe,
the keeper isn't there willingly.
the other Roscoe would have wanted it that way. I know you got beef with him, Roscoe, but
So what you're saying is I should kill him.
well, I'm saying, you know, you won. You're here. Roscoe's not here. We can.
Yeah, but I look at that keeper and all I can think about is Roscoe.
I know, but you just got to let it go.
Jim, as this second portal, because you still have this arcane eye, completes, nobody has stepped through it quite yet, so it's still empty for the moment. But you see Tylor step up, and he begins to drag the sword along the square edge around this sort of altar. And as he's doing it, he's kind of chanting something. You can't tell what he's saying, and you begin to see a purple glowing, almost like translucent barrier begin to kind of go up and encompass the altar. But you very specifically, with your arcane eye, saw this coming directly from the sword. As
Comes
he's
directly from the sword.
drawing along the floor.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to ask for that back.
New plan. Kill Tylor first. Everybody. Kill Tylor
Yeah,
first.
just smack the elephant on the ass with the whip.
Yeah. And
Let's
I
shoot
think
him. Got him.
and got that broom back, cuz.
Oh, sure. I can't use it. Doesn't work for me.
Oh, well.
User error.
I haven't read the manual.
I want to try something, Cody.
Okay.
I want to sheath my short sword and kind of like with the whip quill, just smack the elephant on its ass so it'll charge forward. But as it does, I want to use my other hand to grab the tail and try and swing up onto the back of the elephant.
Okay.
You beat me to it.
It is my impression that you guys are not in the room yet.
Not yet.
This is me just kind of setting the tokens up where they
Okay.
will be. But all I have been told that this happens. You guys are still healing up and making your plan outside while Huel is peering through this arcane eye, seeing everything going on inside. And Roshi's been tossed in, but you guys haven't stepped in and or summoned her yet.
Right.
So if you would like to do that, we're going to roll initiative here whenever you.
Oh, in that case, I'm just going to stand over top of the statue.
Yeah, you should write it. Huel wants to do two things: haste on Roscoe, and then Roshi. So my arcane eye disappears. Haste now, and then I'm good to go.
And you're going to charge in. So how many rounds does haste last?
It's like a minute.
Okay. And you're casting haste on.
Like as we're at the door, we've made our plans. We're healed up. We're creeping forward. Haste, Roshi, and then boom inside.
Got it. You guys tell me when you're ready. Is your plan ready?
We're going in.
Okay, so I'm not going to give you guys a surprise round because obviously they're very much aware that you're outside. I'm going to let you guys kind of move in, and then we're just going to jump into initiative. So here we go. I'm going to roll initiative for everybody. And gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Good luck. As fitting as it could possibly be, Dr. Brasso Hill, you are first up. And by the way, I'm going to let you, as a free action, say the words Roshi and summon her.
Okay, so I definitely do that.
Jim Davis. Okay, so Roshi is pouring up out of the smoke. If you wanted to be directly under her, I will let you do that.
Okay, absolutely doing that. Bonus action, I'm going to Evil Grendelbrew. I'm gonna put a hunter's mark on him. I never liked that fucker anyway. He was a really bad influence. He was a really bad influence on Huel.
I helped a little. That was the best shit all season. I helped drown Doris a little. We want to give a special shout out to Don Durham. We appreciate the love. And $20 for seeing Dr. Brasso ride a mammoth. Okay, so you're gonna pop up on her. Are you going to hold your action until she goes, ready in action? She is absolutely last in the initiative order.
You know what? I will
You
just.
only
I'll
one.
pull the crossbow and just fire a couple shots off at Grindlebrew.
Okay.
Wow.
So he is hostile. Go ahead and make that. He is, by the way, Grindlebrew. Let me tell you guys a little bit, because you can kind of see him lit up in these purple forming portals here that are swirling up and misting about. And natural 20, Jesus Christ. He's full plate mail with his shield as he's kind of locked in, eyeing you. Unfortunately, that didn't mean anything for him, as you get a natural 20 on your crossbow. He wasn't expecting you to take that kind of point from that high. You fire down in 15 points of damage against Grindlebrew.
Yeah, what about that Hunter's Mark damage also?
Oh yeah, we're getting to that. I just gotta find my
If you
D6.
guys drop this, I'm gonna be so pissed. I'm gonna be so pissed.
So that's another 7,
Okay.
and we get another shot.
Oh,
I know. Did you see it? PRUITT, did you see it? Did you see it? It was like, nope.
That's all right.
A 20 barely hits.
boom.
As you, golly, just clang into Grindlebrew. And I don't actually believe the 7 damage you tacked on here. So let me go ahead and slap that into his wounds as well. Wow. Dr. Brasso Hill making a statement on the first turn of this final combat.
Yeah, the 7 and the 5 probably wouldn't have got on. I don't know how to make the spells work. I admit it.
That's all right. That's all right. I got it. So I have a count of 31 total damage. Is that what you got here?
That sounds about right.
15, 22, 31?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
15, 22, 31. Oh no, 36.
36. Let's throw that extra last 5 on there.
Bam.
Okay.
Damn.
Campus.
Alrighty.
Missed you, Grindlebrew. Missed you.
I missed
I'll
you
wait.
too.
Oh, wait. Will Jones? All right, Will Jones, you're handling Grindlebrew all combat.
Okay, am I just voicing him?
Just the voice. You're just
Okay,
gonna
good.
voice
Yeah,
him.
good.
I'm gonna do the shit.
All right. Alrighty then. Campus. Oh, get away from him, you meanie! And I'm gonna move like so to get a shot on the Grindlebrew. I'm gonna cast my Hunter's Mark onto him, following Dr. Brasso's lead, and I'm gonna shoot with Oakenhammer for a 14 to hit
Against who?
Grindlebrew.
The 14 is not going to be enough, but the silver
Get him.
streak of your second arrow, 20, is going to get there.
Awesome.
Just barely.
Then that is 8 plus an extra d6 for Hunter's Mark. Total of 16 points of damage.
Jesus Christ, what are you guys doing
Get
to
him.
Grindlebrew? He has a 20 AC.
That
And he
didn't
is-
save him before.
Wow. The targets are real. Roscoe 3stone, what would
Focus.
you like to do, my friend?
Focus the heal.
So yeah, Roscoe the whole time going is like, wait for the fireball, and he looks up and he sees the enemies in front of him and feels the magic of Huel, and he's just goes into a frothing rage. And if you'll allow me to do this just for the thematics, he just runs up and over Roshi. Like he runs like the crow flies, because I have enough movement to get there. It just kind of runs over Roshi down the trunk and then just goes straight at
You
Grindel.
sure he doesn't like Freddie Flintstone it down the back, across the back and down the trunk?
Yeah. No, he slides down the trunk and
I'll give it to you. Fuck it.
45 feet, and I got 70 feet of movement. That's all I'm saying.
I should have put 2 Grindlebrews up there. Jesus Christ. He's not
Yeah,
even-
and he runs right up on Grindlebrew and just lays into him with preternatural speed. So first attack's an 18. That's a miss.
That's a miss. Not going to be enough as he gets that shield up in time and pushes you back.
Second time is a net 20.
Oh my God, is he not going to go?
That's 20 damage.
Oh
Third
my
attack
God.
because I'm hasted.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Come on, baby. Don't do me wrong now.
Oh my God.
Do me right.
Get him.
God, 19! No!
One of those rolls was a 1, wasn't it?
One of those rolls was a 1.
It was?
Yeah, drop
Yeah.
one.
It dropped a 1.
Yeah.
You can re-roll that 1.
I'm not bullshitting you here. Grindlebrew has exactly 1 life left.
No! It's a 1 again!
It wasn't meant to be.
Oh. Get him, coach. Oh.
Can you use your halfling's luck more than once in a turn?
No, you can't.
Oh, is there only once per turn?
But it was advantage. He had a 1 and a 19. He was just re-rolling the 1 to see if he could get another 20.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he did re-roll that, right? He rolled that and got a 1 a second time, right?
Yeah, but he had advantage. It was a 19 and a 1.
Oh, wait, never mind. So, yeah, he wouldn't be able to do that.
So it was the only thing he was going to do
He's
is
going to re-roll the 1.
Well,
Yeah,
no. But that was my third attack, though. That was another attack, right?
That was your third attack. You rolled a 1 and then follow that up with a 1 after your halfling re-roll.
Oh, wait, never mind.
but he's rolling with advantage.
It doesn't matter. But it was on the same attack. You can only do the halfling thing once.
Yeah,
You're right.
Okay.
it's a hit.
Classic Save All Dice episode.
It's not a hit.
No, it is because he rolled advantage 19 and a 1, right? So
And then he
re-rolled
re-rolled
the
a 1 and
I
he
re-rolled
But you keep the 19.
Right. The 19 doesn't hit.
The 19 on the die?
Does not hit.
Oh, it's a
Grindel-
13 on the die. It's a 19.
It's a 19 total.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Mine's bad. I was looking at the dice and I thought it was a 19.
How dare you, David Friant?
Big mistake,
Questioning the
Buster.
Dungeon Master.
Son of a.
Okay. So next up we have Tylor, who is going to do some fun things here. And he's not going to engage yet. He is going to, as he finishes drawing out this second line, you see him raise that sword. And as he raises that sword, we have another wave of Onyx figures step through the second portal. And then he is going to slide over. How dare you, you insignificant little twats! You cannot stop the Shadow King. His return shall be glorious. Bend the knee. And that's all he's going to do this turn. That is going to bring us over to Huel Thunderbuck.
Send it in, cuz.
Yeah, I warned you, Roscoe, and Huel is going to drop his fireball like right at the altar that catches both groups of Onyx warriors and just stops right before hitting Roshi. We'll see how this goes.
Okay. I'll give that to you to just barely not hit Roshi.
All right, here we go. Evil Grindlebrew. Does not look good for Evil Grindlebrew. I cannot target Roscoe with my fireball.
Because he is not hostile to you.
Yes, correct.
He's just going to have to take the damage the old-fashioned way.
My DC's 14.
Hey, I get advantage on deck saves that I know are happening.
Yeah. All right, let me get these. I love this part of Fantasy Grounds and Fireball. Just like, it does it all automatically. All right, Grindlebrew. That's 30 damage.
More than enough. He didn't even get a turn. I don't even know why I took the time to build this son of a bitch out. All right.
Again!
I'm going to make him make death saving throws. I don't care.
Oh, and Tyler's in there too. Tyler. All right, that's Huel's fireball. I'm done.
So describe what happens with this fireball.
I mean, Huel is on the broom, right? And he's like right on Roshi's ass. And he just like pops up and pops back down as the bloom of fire illuminates and he sort of casts in the shadow of Roshi. And Huel grins a little.
Boom! this thing ricochets through the halls here. You notice that it doesn't press up. It doesn't do anything on the barrier. That barrier totally, completely, the fire, and you can clearly see it kind of erupt and climb up the top of it a little bit more than it probably would have as it presses up against and wraps around this particular barrier. Very effective turn, sir.
That's it for me.
That is going to bring us over to Grindlebrew, who is going to fail his death saving throw. And then that's going to bring us to the first Onyx Warrior.
Jesus, that just brought me back like 5 episodes.
All right, we've got a whole bunch of Onyx Warriors here. So the first one is going to step up here. Actually, he's going to step up there. And let's make an attack. We have multi-attack. So he's going to do this twice against you, Roscoe. We have a 21. Did you attack?
I'm always recklessly attacking.
Okay, I just want to double check here before I cheat you here. Yep. Okay, so let's throw some damage there. 12 points, and he comes up again and tries to. I don't know why that didn't do an advantage there. That's my fault.
And my AC is 18 right now. Also,
I cannot actually see because I've got this tower locked in place in the wrong spot. So the 17 is not going to connect. 17 doesn't connect. That's going to bring us over to the next warrior, who is going to step up here with that flanking bonus and advantage. Attack Roscoe. I don't know why that didn't attack at advantage. I don't see that at all on advantage. Okay. Oh, he's hasted. You're hasted, so it's nothing, right?
I didn't. Does haste affect?
Does haste not give you advantage or?
Haste gives you a lot of effects, but I don't think it gives you any other than raising your AC.
On saving throws, right?
Yeah, it gives you advantage on deck saves and.
All right, well, we're gonna follow that up. I don't know why it is doing that at disadvantage now. Give me. Oh, I know why.
Are they dead?
That one's dead. I didn't know. I apologize right there, guys. That one was dead. So he just crumbled down to the ground with the fireball. I was like, I have no idea why this isn't working.
It's not our fault. The virtual tabletop is smarter than this.
I know. See, thank you, Fantasy Grounds. Thank you, Fantasy Grounds, for keeping up. The 18 is going to be enough as he digs in for 7 more points of damage, and we're going to do this one more time for more than enough, and he's going to dig in there as well. The other Onyx Warriors, let me make sure none of these guys are dead, are going to move up and attack basically the only person close enough as they go here to Grindlebrew's aid. So Onyx Warrior 4 is going to do the same thing. Jesus, Roscoe is out there all alone. Natural 20.
He's got it.
Going to throw that damage.
You just put Roscoe in a target-rich environment.
I did not do that. It says that you are dying. I assume you're not.
No,
correct?
It's because you keep dropping the damage on me, and I'm having to
reset
it or subtract it.
No problem, buddy. And then double 4s. Look at that. Not going to be enough. The next warrior is going to step up. Let me just do it this way, the old-fashioned way. Then we've got a 13, which is not going to be enough. And another warrior who is going to, let me see what I want this guy to do, because I don't think he's going to move in on you. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's going to double move as he kind of slides around the back of campus here. And that is going to effectively be his turn. It's Roshi's turn. So, Jim Davis, you have called out Roshi's name.
I have.
Effectively your figurine of wondrous power.
Yes, I need you to reshare it because I wasn't able to hotkey it before you closed it. And I will tell you what I do after that, because I think that Roshi's just going to...
Did that pop up for you?
It popped up. Now I've got it saved. There we go. Okay. All right. Here we go. Roshi, new plan, charge! And Roshi's going to... Does not get the full bonus from charge, I don't think. That's not a full 20
5, 10, 15 feet. Only 15
Yeah.
feet.
So it's not going to get that. So it can't do its trampling charge, but it can.
I'm going to let you hold on there, Dave.
It's going to stomp. So I will make this attack on it right here.
Onyx Warrior number 3.
15 is a hit. Jeez. Here we go. And it just stomps the Onyx Warrior.
It just falls dead to the ground.
And I'll use the rest of my movements because that was only 15 to move. Bro.
Okay. And it's going to move up as it closes in on Tyler Barnoscus. That's going to bring us back around to Dr. Brasso Hill. Let me kind of center you here, bud. Okay.
All right. So I will move my hunter's mark to the Onyx Warrior here.
To who?
To the Onyx Warrior.
Okay. Which one?
And I will take a whip attack at him.
Okay. Which one? 4 or 6? Oh,
It
natural
is
1.
4. Natural 1. Nice. We love natural ones.
A 15 is going to be enough.
All right. So let's see. And let's see. He's got a buddy next to him, so I'll be able to take an attack at him as well. That's going to hit.
Throw me some damage.
Oh, throwing some damage.
And you drop him.
Well, that wasn't at the same one. It was 2 different ones.
Whichever right. You're the youth put damage on.
I forgot that. I forgot about the fireball. I'm like, so also the first one took a point of hunter's mark damage.
And that was on number 4.
Yeah, that was on number 4. So now my extra attack.
Oh, look at that 4. Look at that 4.
So bonus action. Oh, no, I used my bonus action. Sorry. I'm done.
Campus.
I look at them mockingly.
Campus, what would you like to do, my friend?
I got one on me.
Sure do.
Down in the south here. Yeah, I'll fight it. All right, I'm gonna swipe at it with my longsword, and I've a bonus action hunter's mark. This fellow.
Okay.
Oh, move my hunter's mark over.
No problem.
The longsword is a 22 to hit.
More than enough.
That deals 7 points of damage.
And this guy slides around behind you. You turn quickly and just dig your long sword into it. It just crumbles and falls down into several black rocks at the bottom, dropping dead.
And then I move across here, closer towards Yule, and line up my bow for some more.
Now, did you already move your hunter's mark?
I moved it to the dead fellow, who I just killed. Yeah, so I'll.
Is moving it a bonus action?
Yeah, let me double check that actually. If the target drops, you can use a bonus action on a subsequent turn. So next turn, I'll use a bonus action to put it on another guy.
Beautiful,
cool.
Beautiful. Roscoe Threestone, you've got a couple of Onyx Warriors on the sides of you. What would you like to do, sir?
Roscoe looks around at everything, and he notices Grindelbrew still breathing, and he spits in his hand, and he just takes his axe and like buries it in the prone form of Grindelbrew.
Oh, Doris!
And
I could have had it all, rolling in the deep. Had my heart and soul.
Do anything. I had a level 8 cleric who had spirit guardians. Just really devastating shit.
There's no way he's living.
Like, you guys targeted the fuck out of that. All right. And yeah, he's already failed once, so you don't need to make 2 attacks. The first attack is more than enough to finish Grindelbrew off.
And so then I pull the axe around, and I'm going to aim at this guy on the right. Onyx Warrior 4. So we get that +1. Why am I not rolling at advantage? I'm clearly clicking advantage.
You probably have a status of unconscious, which you do, and now it's taken off.
Oh, God. Oh, right. From the thing. Yeah. Okay. Well, let me just roll to see if I crit on him. Why aren't you rolling? Whatever. So he takes 14 damage.
And that was against which warrior?
Onyx Warrior 4.
And you dust him.
And I'm going to swing around on Onyx Warrior 1. It's going to be a further 9. And that is going to be 3 attacks.
Pretty devastating, but you don't drop him.
It's all right. That's what we got next round.
All right. My goodness gracious. Let me make sure Evil Grindlebrew is taken out. For once and for all, I believe that Grindlebrew has been laid to rest.
Rest in peace, bud.
I always knew it'd be Roscoe that killed him.
So Tylor is going to react by jumping in at, let me see here. He's going to do 2 things. He is going to cast innately, and I don't see it on here, but I know he has the ability to do it. Hello. Sorry, guys. Give me just 1 second.
Casting a
You know what? He may not actually have it. He may not actually have the spell that I thought he had. So I am not going to. I'm not going to stress over it. So here's what Tyler's going to do. He is going to reel out daggers and begin to hurl them over at Roshi. So he's going to send daggers at Roshi's direction. So we have this dropping on the Mammoth. We have an 8 or 16, which is going to be enough. And it is going to fire off some damage there, as well as I need Roshi to make a Constitution saving throw of 15, please. Yep, more than enough. And he's going to fire off another dagger. 12 is going to miss. And finally, he's going to raise his sword. And as he does this, you see more of these Onyx warriors pouring into the arena, if you will. And let me just highlight everybody there. And he's going to step over to the side, kind of behind this. You don't know what you're doing. You'll never have a chance to stop the Shadow King. We cannot be stopped. It is my destiny. And that is going to bring us down to Huel Thunderbuck.
Okay.
All right.
Let me just kind of line these guys up here.
Let's see here. There's
You do notice, by the way, Huel, you do notice the spinning of this particular device increasing in speed pretty significantly, to the point that it's beginning to kind of create a hum throughout.
the device behind the force field there.
Yes.
All right.
Represented by that kind of cloud of smoke that I've drawn on the map.
Gosh. And we can see into it, right?
Yes. Now, as you kind of glance around and you're finally have a moment to kind of understand and look at these portals,
Mm-hmm.
you can see kind of at the top of the portals a small purple glowing stone. It's really kind of hard to make out as these portals are kind of swirling out about and around it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's clear now. At the very top of each of these portals are these two, or each of them has a little glowing purple stone in them.
All right. Small purple stone. Huel's not taking any chances and casts a 2nd level magic missile at it. Let's see what happens.
Fire off.
Let's see. Where is I don't know how to upcast a spell, but I've got a magic missile here. Let's see. It's 1, 2,
Wow.
3, and then 4.
Did you really just do 15 points of damage to it?
Yeah, I did. It was second level magic missile.
So after the fireball, this is actually enough to perfectly aim at this tiny little crystal in the swirling mist as these blasts go streaking across the arena and crack and crash into this stone. And you can see it huge flash of light as this portal, and that was the one here on the left, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
The portal dissipates. The 3 Onyx warriors that have just stepped out of it are still standing there, but the portal is no longer there.
All right. Huel flies
from the map because I baked it in, but
you're right. I got you.
There.
So how tall are the ceilings in here?
The ceilings are very tall, surprisingly. So I would say probably maybe 50 feet.
All right. Huel's 20 feet up in the air. He's going to move forward and kind of gradually move up from where he was at 10 feet in the air. That's Huel's turn.
All right. It's time for some Onyx Warrior action. As these things are going to, well, this first one, you know what he's going to do. He is going to attack. He's going to attack Roscoe. So Roscoe, I have a 16. Is that going to be enough? Nah, Roscoe says. They do have multi-attack, though. So let's try this one more time. I assume a 21 is going to be enough.
Yep.
So let's throw out 10 points of damage.
Okay.
Now, let's move down these other Onyx Warriors as they all jump in here, guys. Bear with me. So we've got, I'm just going to move them into position. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They all pretty much go at exactly the same time. So these 3 guys are going to step up. They are not going to attack at advantage against Roshi. So we have a 12, 16 is going to be enough. It's going to throw damage on Roshi. We have a 18, which is going to be enough. Whoops. It's going to throw damage on Roshi. We have the next one's going to go. A 16 is going to be enough. Going to throw damage at Roshi. Goodness gracious. Why do I keep grabbing the wrong thing? A 17 is going to be enough and is going to throw damage at Roshi. We have the third one here next to Roshi that is going to attack. It's going to lash out again. A natural 1, not going to be enough. Following that up with a 13, which apparently is going to be enough for Roshi, and deal 4 more points. And as they just mob and slash and begin to bang and crash against this enormous beast. Now, Hugh, I believe that you said you were 20 feet in the air, 25 feet in the air. So these guys are going to come slamming down here as well. And this one is going to step over and try to make an attack against Roscoe. So we have this warrior. And I actually made 1 more extra attack against Roshi than I think I should have. So let's go ahead and have this one make its attacks at advantage against Roscoe. And then we'll only do a couple more attacks for Roshi. 20.
That's going to hit.
It fires off for 11 more points. And then finally, the last warrior that we have here is going to attack Roshi as well, because I already did it earlier. 19 for 9 more points, just coming in, striking. The mammoth at this point is reeling back and trumpeting throughout this hall as it is just being massively, massively swarmed. It is staggered, but it is its turn to retaliate. If you have it do anything significant, I might make Dave make some reflex saves to hold on.
Yeah.
But, what would you like Roshi to do here?
Well, it doesn't have multi-attack, so I can't make 2. I think it's just going to.
If you want to make an attack at disadvantage, I will let you target two people standing next to each other with her.
Both attacks at disadvantage?
Yes, both attacks at disadvantage. It's against the same AC, so you can just count it as 1 attack.
All right.
So just roll one attack at disadvantage, same AC, and then you can throw damage equally, not split amongst both of them.
Okay. I like that disadvantage personally, and Roshi is going to thinking straight ahead. If she Roshi, it's like a 10 war elephant. This is where they belong. Onyx Warrior 4, you're gonna have to take some hits here. So let me find the stomp.
Find the stomp.
Find the stomp. That's 25 to hit. Let's see how this goes. 25 damage.
Oh yeah, more than enough for Onyx Warrior 4.
Roshi still has what, 70 something hit points left.
53 hit points.
53 hit points left. All right. And ooh, no, I like Roshi where she is. Let's keep her there.
There's some Inception shit going on over there with Pruitt right now.
And Roshi's turn is over.
Okay, that brings us over to Dr. Brasso Hill. What are you gonna do here, my friend?
I'm gonna try and clear out some space for my friend Roshi here. So you know what? I'm a little bit high up, so I think first things first. Bonus action, I'm going to move my Hunter's Mark to this guy I'm attacking. That's a 1. But we'll try again.
Oh, look at that.
That's a 20.
Look at that. From rags to riches right there with that attack. As you slash into it for 8 points of damage.
Plus another 8. Those guys are pretty fresh, though. So, you know what? That was a poor choice on my part. But anyway, so we'll slash at him again.
Okay.
And is he still up?
You threw 7 more points. Yeah, he's barely up, but he is up.
I don't want Roshi. Get out of here. I lost my dude. There we go. I'm gonna slide down Roshi's leg over here, leading with the short sword. And see if we can't finish.
Yeah, bite into him with that short sword. And that, as you can see, is enough to drop him.
All right. So, you know what? So I still got some move, right?
You got a little bit of move. And because you have become so close to this glowing, swirling portal into the Shadow Veil, you also have a clear line of sight to this little crystal up top to potentially shut off the portal.
Yeah, Huel's got that. I'm going to go over here and peek around the corner.
Peekaboo, stab. Campus, what would you like to do, sir?
Alrighty then, I see my friends battling through these warriors here, and I see Dr. Brasso Hill going for Tyler Banuska, so I'm going to move on to 3, 4, 5, 6 here. I'm going to try and... Oops, sorry, Roscoe. I'm going to try and get a line of sight on him. Is that a shot, do you think?
On to who?
Tyler Banuskas, yeah.
That is going to be... Let me just do this line of sight here. No, he's going to have...
Behind that pillar?
He's going to have 3/4 cover.
Okay.
Which I believe is disadvantage and -5.
Okay.
Or it might just be my -5. I'd have to double check.
Do I have a clear shot on the crystal in the second portal?
With Roshi in the middle...
Is he in the way?
You know what? I would say that if you really want to do that, you can make that shot. The crystal is just barely peeking over. It's actually pretty tall here. So I'm going to say it's just barely peeking over. You have an AC to hit of, because it's so small with an arrow, I'm going to give you an AC of, let's say, 17.
Okay. No worries. I will try and shoot it. That is going to hit it on a 21 for, 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage, and you cling into it. It doesn't break completely.
Okay.
But you certainly... You can see it start to kind of, and you can see the portal start to.
I definitely take the second shot with my multi attack. It's not gonna make it though. Not gonna make it.
Not gonna make it.
Whistles past. Damn. I will, however, move my Hunter's Mark to, I don't know, Onyx Warrior number 5. this fella here.
Onyx Warrior number 5, Roscoe 3 stone. What would you like to do, my good friend? You are reeling at this point with 1 point of hit, one hit point left.
Yeah, well, I only have one thing that I do, and I do it well. So, Onyx Warrior number 1. That's a 19. That's a hit, huh?
It most certainly is, sir.
Oh, you fucker.
I know. I saw it too. On Onyx Warrior number 1, that is enough to drop it.
Okay.
Those 9 points, regardless.
All right. Well, then on to Onyx Warrior number 5.
You slam into one of it, just crashing through. You can hear the stone creaking and breaking apart, crumbling down to the floor. You come back over to the side. You slam into another warrior. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
So it's going to be 9.
You slam in it. It sparks and clings off. A good chunk of rocks fall to its feet, but it still stands.
Uh-oh.
Natural 20.
That's like my 4th one tonight.
Oh my gosh! As
Damn.
you just slam in the first time, and you're like, I can do this. And you slam back into the exact same spot, cleaving it in two. Both the torso and legs just fall crumbling to the ground in a spatter of black stoned dust.
And then I scream at Onyx Warrior number 6. A leonine roar.
I tell you what, I will. Okay, give me an intimidation check at advantage.
Let's see how your morale holds. I do have that. 16.
He is shaken. He is shaken. He is frightened from you.
I was going for stirred, but that's okay.
You frightened him. Tyler Barnoscus. I've just about had enough of this tomfoolery. As he steps over, and he is going to do some...
Sorry, we left Tom at home. That's our other cousin.
He's going to do some nasty shit here, because Tyler Barnoscus, if you guys remember, makes 3 attacks. And he's going to step up, drawing that other dagger and rapier. And he is going to make 3 attacks against Dr. Brasso Hill. First attack, 16, goes wide. The next attack with the rapier, 23, digs into the flesh. That's going to have some poison damage on there, buddy.
Nice.
So let me just confirm that.
Gonna take half from the poison.
If you can DC 15 or Constitution saving throw 15.
All right, let's see. Poison, you say?
Poison, sir.
That's a 19.
Yep. So you're going to have that poison damage reduced down to just 4 points.
And then 2 points? Resistance.
Yes. All right. And then he is going to make an attack with his dagger as he follows that up. 25 is going to certainly be enough as he digs in for 6 more points of damage. And he begins to do some work against Dr. Brasso Hill, but he doesn't summon any more Onyx Warriors. Huel Thunderbuck, what would you like to do, sir? The battlefield is starting to clear.
Yeah. Well, Huel is going to... This open portal here is definitely bad news. Another magic missile to that there crystal that's up there, this time first level. And where is it? Here we go. We got a 1. Number 2.
Yeah. Stop. That is enough. The 7 points of damage is enough. And same thing. Flash of light as the room drops, almost dim. Most of the light in the room was actually coming from these 2 portals. So it is certainly dimmed significantly.
Is that torch still there?
The torch is still here. I know you can't see. You can't see. Let me see if I can't draw pointers. The torch is right about there. Right. Come on now. You can do it. All right, whatever. Can you see that little purple dot?
No. Yes.
Okay, there you go. There's the torch.
Confirmed.
Confirmed. Torch confirmed. So there's the torch kind of emanating some light here. And also the sword in Tyler's hand is emanating light similar to a torch. What would you like to do, sir? Any movement?
No, I'm hovering over Roscoe because I have a potion of greater healing that I think is going to be needed. And so that's what he's doing. Although, help, cousin Brasso. Huel's just going to do that. Done.
That is going to bring us over to the Onyx Warriors. So Onyx Warrior 6 is going to turn after seeing the warrior immediately behind him just dusted. He's going to turn and try to make an attack against you. The other two are going to make attacks with that flanking bonus against Roshi here. So let's start with warrior number 2. Warrior number 2 is going to dig in at Roshi. We have a whopping 7, 8. That is not going to be enough. Follow that up with that multi-attack. My gosh, I keep grabbing the whole thing. 15 is going to be enough as it digs into the mammoth there for 12 more points of damage. Onyx Warrior number 6 is going to make an attack at advantage, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Against Roscoe, and I'm so nervous about this. Jesus Christ. How many Roscoes am I going to kill in one campaign? A 16 with advantage, not enough to hit the ferocious barbarian Roscoe. But, ladies and gentlemen, that has one more strike. As he goes over the top and comes back in, Roscoe literally steps back as it goes wide across his stomach area. And warrior number 7, I can't believe it just made 2 attacks against you with 1 life at advantage, and it didn't do anything. Onyx Warrior number 7. They do. They must. 11. I actually want to check the mammoth's AC. Nope, not enough. Okay, so that one lashes out at the mammoth, follows that up, and digs in for some more damage against Roshi. And again, it's kind of trumpeting and reeling. No more warriors to step out of any portals. That brings us over to the mammoth, the great mammoth Roshi.
Psychic Tandem War Elephant Roshi.
The Psychic Tandem War Elephant Roshi.
It's ready to get stomped on this last one right now, and it's going to wheel its head and try to gore the Onyx Warrior number 6.
Okay, now none of these have taken any damage so far. Natural 20. Oh my gosh.
Well, that guy can't say that anymore.
You guys are hot tonight.
The guy's dead as fuck.
So hot
34
right now.
damage makes Onyx Warrior 6 dead as fuck confirmed.
All right. And Roshi's staying where she's at. Psychic Tandem War Element for the win.
Jesus, that was dope. I know you were probably mad last time, Jim Davis, with the anti-magic stone, but I think we're getting some fun with Roshi happening
That's
right
fine.
now.
Anti-magic's a legit tactic that's why I carry a sling.
Dr. Brasso Hill, you realized very quickly after trying to chase down Tyler Barnoskis and peeking your head around the corner to see what's happened that you're probably outmatched in pure combat prowess here. What would you like to do?
I will disengage.
Okay.
And let's see. You know what, though? He's just going to move right to me and take me out. That's problematic. I'm not, you know what? I'm just going to hold my ground because if I flee, so bonus action, move Hunter's Mark. I don't have enough movement to get away from him.
Natural 1.
That's it. Getting that lucky ability, working it hard.
Oh, I was about to say.
14. Probably not going to do it.
Probably not going to do it against Tyler Barnoskis.
17.
Okay, hold on. So 17 would get there, but
He parries.
he's going to parry, cranking that AC up to 20 against that attack.
Alrighty. That's it. Let's see. You know what? I actually now I'm just going to move away.
And just take an attack of opportunity from him?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll fall back to the elephant.
Yeah, he's going to make that attack against you, Dr. Hill. Is an 18 going to be enough?
18 is going to do it.
And he's going to lash out for 19 points. So go ahead and on that 2d6, give me a DC save of 15.
Does
Yep.
it?
Yep.
So
You're going to save.
that's
So you're going to take a total of 14 points. Or,
14.
excuse me, 15 points of damage. 'Cause you're
So
basically
is that halving the half again?
halving the half?
Yeah, because I'm resistant to poison.
Oh, okay. So then the poison. So out of 8, you'll take 2.
2.
2 poison damage. So 8, 13. Take 13 points of damage.
All right.
All right.
Not looking good.
At the top of the at the beginning of the 4th round here, guys, as Dr. Brasso Hill tries to lash out a couple times and then flee before taking this blow. Actually, you know what? I apologize. Dave, he cannot attack you.
Oh, he used
cannot
his
attack you
reaction.
because he used parry for that attack. So please regain 13 points of health there as he parried.
Ha! Take that.
So at this
He's been
point, you
playing
guys
all
see
along.
something. As these spinning cogs begin to turn and turn and turn and turn and turn, you see them stop and lock into position. That's going to bring us over to campus.
Oh
So
boy.
all that you see right now is it looks like a perfect stone, just perfect rock.
And my OBS just for no reason seemed to disconnect, and now it's saying it's reconnecting. So, all right, that's weird. My internet didn't. Fuck you, OBS. All right, I'm deleting you tonight. That should be back up on the stream. Anyone seeing us live? I've no idea. Yeah, we're back. Okay, weird. Sorry. Don't know what happened.
All right, guys, we think we dropped stream right
Yeah, I think
there.
I dropped for like a second. It was like biddly boom. OBS is disconnected. Biddly boom. Now it's reconnected. All right.
All right, so if you guys missed that, the spinning section of stone has stopped, and now these things are lined up around a perfect stone sphere. Campus, it's your turn, sir. What would you like to do?
Okay. I'm going to. I want to get a line of sight on Panascus. Because Campus has no idea what else is going on, but he knows that Dr. Brasso Hill was getting hit pretty bad.
You do have line of sight on him now.
Okay, I do now. Okay.
You do now, and he has. It'll just be a -2 to.
-2
I think it's a -2. I think for
okay.
half cover.
In that case, I will bonus action Hunter's Mark him, and then I'm going to swing my great bow around to him for a 14 to hit minus the 2.
14 is not going to be enough.
Okay.
He's at 17 AC.
Both miss. Both shots kind of like clang into the pillar. I'm trying to get him.
Trying to get him there. If you want, you can slide up a little bit.
Yeah.
And you'll have a better view on him moving forward.
Yeah, moving forward, I'll do that. I probably would have done that first, but yeah, it's all good.
Anything else you want to do?
Use my bonus action, use my move, use my action. All done.
Roscoe 3 Stone still standing, unbelievably so. Hurting, reeling, but standing.
Hearing Huel mention something about a potion or whatever, Roscoe's actually going to listen to him this time as he ignored him on the fireball, and his mullet is still a little singed. So he's going to pop back here about 5 feet and snag that potion from him, swig it with my haste action.
No issues.
How much healing was that?
44 plus 4.
Okay, so I heal for 12.
And you're going to drop rage.
Why is that?
Because you didn't attack anything this round.
But something could attack him.
I still have my action.
You still have your action and movement.
I do.
Haste.
And so I run up on this guy.
Oh, that's fucking beautiful. I love it. Just this speedy ass little halfling running around.
Because I'm a little psycho. And
Quickling. He's an alley quickling.
I think we all know what's going to happen here.
Oh my gosh!
I can't believe I actually called that.
Oh my,
Oh my gosh!
Is that like 5th, 6th one for you? Fuck. Oh
This
my
is getting nuts.
god.
Boom!
22.
22.
I don't know about you.
I hear no bell.
Yeah, this is gonna be fucking crazy. Okay.
Lady Timora, be with me. It's still a hit. So another 12.
Okay.
And then I'm going to scream in his face too.
He is not impressed. In fact, he quips back, I'm going to enjoy flaying the skin from your flesh. And he is going to launch into a tirade of attacks against you. So I'm just going to make these here. I have a 15.
Nope.
Oh, actually, you know what? Let's do this at advantage here. So first attack is a 25.
Oh, yeah.
Second attack is a 19.
Yep.
And the third attack with the dagger is a whopping 24. So go ahead and give me let's just do this here. We've got a rapier is going to attack. So 18, go ahead and give me a DC.
Well, I mean, technically the first hit drops me.
Oh. Well, he's not going to finish you off. He's just going to run you through and kick you down to the ground. And he's going to step over the top of your fallen body as he moves over to Huel. And I'm gonna go ahead and make those attacks against you because he's not going to attack you while you're down. He's just going to step over and just try to end this shit. Roscoe falls to the ground. With his next rapier attack, I'm sorry, Dr. Hill. We have a whopping 20 against you.
Yep.
For 17 points of damage. And he's going to follow that up with his dagger. Another 20.
So they're both going to hit. I'm going to save for the poison.
Okay.
So 6, 3. So 1 point of poison damage. And so I'll take 12.
And then
okay.
he's going to follow it up with 9. Is that second one going to drop you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Holy shit. Okay.
Is that two of us
We
now?
got him right where we want him, boys.
I'm
Kill
about to be out of
Thunderbuck.
spell slots.
All right, then. He'll takes a look at old Tyler, dropped his buddies there. Let's see. I'm not gonna do what I was initially thinking. Huel is going to use another second level spell slot to target Tyler with a magic missile so that he doesn't have to deal with this bullshit D20. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then Huel's going to zip around over here.
Okay. The Onyx Warriors are going to try to finish off this very threatening now mammoth that is threatening the Harbinger here. 15 is going to be enough as they dig in for 11 more points of damage, followed by, I didn't roll an advantage, did it? No, okay, good, it didn't. 12, which actually misses. The next Onyx Warrior is going to lash out. I'm just going to do this twice. 9 going to miss. And 17 is going to hit as it digs in to Roshi. And Roshi is reeling.
Roshi!
Oh, God. Jim Davis, what would you like Roshi to do, sir?
Roshi's going to target number 2 with a stomp. And we'll just, see what happens with this. And 15 hits. And that's going to be not enough. Ooh, that's really bad. And then that's it. Roshi's done.
Roshi is done. At the top of the turn, Dr. Brasso, you're not making that death saving throw. And here's why. It's both good news and bad news. What happens immediately is you see this perfect sphere that has stopped with this ritual. The doors begin to crack open, and they do so with a thunderous, radiant, bright flash of light. So Everybody here is going to heal for 3d8 points of damage. Everybody is going to heal for 3d8 points of damage, including Tylor and the 2 Onyx Warriors. So we have a...
That's 15 for Roshi.
I can do that. I can heal for 9. No big deal.
That doesn't do anything. And then finally for Tylor is a whopping 15. But at the same time, you begin to see Tylor. He begins to try to pull at the back of his head. Dr. Brasso Hill, as you come gasping back to life, what would you like to do, sir? You are standing up watching this man, Tylor Barnoskis, who has just run you through. And he's grimacing, and his head is just giving just a shake. And he's pulling at the back of his hair like he's trying to pull his skin in half.
I think I want to disengage.
Get out of my personal space.
I will disengage and use my bonus action and reaction to pop up and move away as far as I can.
Grindlebrue should come back now. Unfortunately, he got finished off completely.
He was dead.
That is veteran players making sure that happened.
He's a cleric.
I don't know what's going on, fellas, but it don't look good.
Campus.
Oh, I feel better all of a sudden. I'm gonna shoot Tylor Barnoskis, you son of a bitch. I never say that word. That is a 22.
Enough to strike into him.
I know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Is 6 points of Hunter's Mark damage as well. And then my second attack is for 14. All right, well, there's that.
Not going to be enough there.
I'm going to move here.
Okay.
Let's get him, boys. We're all feeling better now.
Roscoe. You also find consciousness. You can hear, very obvious, just 10 feet away from you, Tylor reeling and scratching and pulling at the back of his head, and you begin to see something. His nails have grown long and black, and he's pulling his scalp apart, and something is beginning to emerge from the back of his head, almost like he's trying to split open this hair and show his
It was
skull,
a wig all
his bare
along.
skull underneath.
He's pulling the Scooby-Doo, the Mission Impossible.
I would have summoned the Shadow King if it wasn't for you kids.
So, Roscoe, what would you like to do, sir?
Well, I mean, sputtering back to life, I think there's only one thing to do. I still have haste on me.
You do actually still have haste on you.
So Roscoe just kind of like he does like the curly thing where he like starts running around, like turns himself around while laying on the ground and then kind of gets up, kind of in the same motion and runs up to Tylor, who's apparently trying to tear his own scalp out and basically offer him a haircut.
A little help with that?
Yeah. You need a haircut. And as I pull my axe up on the way over, start screaming in another rage. And let's see what happens. 18, does that hit?
18 would hit. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna let him parry.
He's in the middle of ripping his head off.
He's in the middle of ripping his head off. I'm not gonna let him parry.
All right. Respect that. Why did you... Come on now. I'm trying to drop it on the token. Let me drop it on the token, yo. So
23, enough. Absolutely.
23, going to drop that on him for a further 14. And with the haste action, another melee attack. Vicious.
Slash into him.
Get him.
Finish it off with 7.
So as you're just cutting into him, something that you're noticing is it feels like you're not able to bring your axe all the way in as far, and he's fucking growing and pushing you back.
Mm.
His form is feeling, and with the final rip, and you see him kind of reveal into the Harbinger's true form.
It's not even his final form.
Oh my god.
Yay.
Come on over here, cuz.
And he turns into his final form here. God. So the first thing he's going to do is he is going to lash out. Let me see how far back what the range is. The range is 90 feet. What is the area? The area is a 10-foot radius. So 5, 10, 5, 10. Okay. So the first thing he is going to do is I need Dr. Brasso Hill and I need Campus to give me a wisdom saving throw, DC just 11.
What kind of saving throw, sorry?
Wisdom?
Wisdom.
I did say wisdom this time and not will.
That's the worst. Will saves the best. I rolled 12.
Yeah, you hear him, Battle Sondaga. And as he kind of chants out this little thing over to you, and you kind of feel your heads kind of begin to swirl and spin, and then he turns back around as he is engaged with Roscoe. Not Dr. Hill. Huel, what would you like to do, sir?
Yeah. All right. Gosh, I would wish that the battlefield wasn't as crowded as it is, but that's not an option. I am going to I'm going to try to take out one of these Onyx warriors with Huel's Wand of Scorching Ray, which he's going to use. Targeting Onyx warrior number 2. Let's miss with the first ray. This is why I don't roll.
Now you do have, and everybody here has inspiration.
That's true.
And this is the finale.
I always forget that.
I always forget it as well.
11, not enough. Not enough.
And then, geez, yeah.
14's going to get there.
Oh, 14 does?
Yeah, absolutely.
There we go. Let's see here. 7 damage to Onyx Warrior. And then, so that's his action in turns. What he's going to do, gosh, he's going to stay back here. Let's see if he's not going to be able to take these guys out. So, action, no moving, and that's it.
And these guys are going to try to finish off Roshi. What's her AC?
Now, AC is 13. Now, Roshi healed for 15 on top of whatever she had with the 3d8. I don't know if that was... I can't change her hit points.
Oh, okay. So she healed for... So she was very... So she healed for 15 total?
Yeah, I think she was like 118 of 126.
Mm-hmm. So she's at... Yeah, I got her at 103.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm just going to make these 4 attacks, and then we're going to throw damage at her. AC 13, so I've got a 12 miss. Actually, you know what? That is a 13 because of the flanking. So I've got a hit, a hit, and I'm going to stop there to see what kind of damage is done. So I've got 8 points of damage. That brings her to 111. I have 11 more points. She is at just 4 points of health. And this final attack is going to finish off Roshi. Roshi begins immediately as these guys are just hacking and slashing into her every which way they can as she's trying to stay and stomp and gore whoever she can. She begins to withdraw back into her Onyx figurine after having taken damage that would otherwise have been lethal to her. And so Roshi is no longer on the battlefield. With Onyx Warrior number 7, he actually has movement and another attack. So he's going to move up and attack Campus over here. Actually, you know what? Let me just do this totally fair. Will, you want odds or evens, buddy?
odds.
He's gonna move up and attack campus here. And so
I went
let's see
evens.
with a natural one, and he is not a halfling. That brings us to the top of the order. Dr. Praxel Hill, before you go on, this white radiant light has shone all the way through. The Harbinger has revealed its true form. You will not stop me. And he's just beginning to scream and growl in this deep, resonating voice throughout this chamber. And the doors slide open. And inside, you can see a revealed, kind of slumped over, sullen, sunken in skin, crypt keeper version of Mason Treadwell. Nothing like the ghostly, lively version that you guys have spoken with previously. And in his hands, he is holding a bright, glowing, lion-headed sword. And he's sort of embedded and almost hung against the rocks. On his head, that very familiar crown, opal crown that he was communicating with you guys in. Praxel Hill, what would you like to do, sir? Besides be muted.
That's a given.
Diving behind the pillar, and I'll take a couple shots with my crossbow
Yeah, fire him off.
at this critter. Get away from my cousin.
At Onyx Warrior 7?
Oh, no. I'm going after the big guy.
Okay.
Wait.
Oh, no. You rolled with disadvantage.
Because you were dropped. Give me another roll. Give me another roll. I don't know if it was the 8 or the 20.
That bastard.
15 against the Harbinger in his true form is enough to dig in.
All right. So he is going to... Question. Is my hunter's mark still on him?
Did you drop unconscious?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I did. So bonus action, cast hunter's mark.
Okay, Dave. No problem there. Yeah, throw off. So did you throw on that extra 9 damage there?
All right. So he takes 9 and another 5. And my extra attack is a 14. I'm probably not going to do it.
14 is not going to be enough.
All right. And I slide back around the corner there.
Campus, you have this Onyx Warrior up in your face,
Ah!
slashing and hacking at you.
You can do it,
Leave me
Campus.
alone. I'm gonna ignore the Onyx Warrior in my face, I think. I'm
Oh,
gonna...
really?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and shoot this Harbinger guy. But my eyes are on the prize. I'm gonna move my hunter's mark over towards it. I'm gonna shoot him twice, because that's what I do. Yeah, what, 14?
Okay, I believe that if you are in melee with a ranged
have
attack,
disadvantage.
that's going to be a disadvantage, buddy, man.
So the fourth-
I will let you reconsider your course of action.
No, I'm still shooting this thing. I'm not worried about this Onyx Warrior.
Okay, so we'll take that for the first roll.
Yep.
The 14 is not enough.
Okay, second one is 10. Damn it!
Not enough either.
I'm trying, guys. I'm trying.
He's like got this guy in his face. He's like, dude, leave me alone. Like, I'm trying to shoot. I'm trying. And yeah, these things are streaking across, but they are not making contact with the Harbinger. Roscoe 3stone, what would you like to do, sir?
I mean, I'm going to do the only thing that I can.
Oh, 24 bites in deep on the Harbinger.
Is there a hotkey for advantage?
Yeah.
There
There's
probably
a
is.
button down just by the dice roller where the modifier is. Like you can just click ADV or this.
Oh, no. I meant like on the keyboard, so I didn't have
I
to
see.
scroll across with my mouse,
Yeah,
click
yeah.
it all the way back.
Probably.
Biting in deep, hacking and cutting and slashing his way through this beast. Not going to be enough on that last one. It is going to turn. I am tired of your insolence, you pistule little shits. And he is going to just absolutely try to destroy Roscoe 3stone. He's going to make all 3 attacks against you, buddy, regardless of whatever your life is at. Just a heads up. At advantage, here we go. We have a claw attack. 22.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to slash into you for 16. And I didn't throw that damage on you, so if you're raging...
Thank you.
Okay. second claw attack is going to be a whopping 27.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to slash into you for another 14 if you want to go ahead and have that.
Uh-huh.
What does that bring you to?
72 of 75.
And then he is going to bite you as he reaches down and tries to just dig in. Not enough. Not enough.
Mm-mm.
Not enough.
Say no like Drake, yo.
Huel Thunderbuck.
Ceiling's 50 feet.
Ceiling's 50 feet, sir.
Why?
I'm going to fly straight up. And I'm dropping a fireball right at my feet. Sorry, Campus. I'd like to avoid Roscoe. But it will catch these other guys in it.
Okay. And it's 40 feet. You're going to go all the way to the very
I'm already
top
20
ceiling.
feet up. I'm already 20 feet up.
You can move 30 feet and fire a fireball. Absolutely everything you said. So Campus, both the Onyx Warriors, and the enormous shadow demon.
My
that is the
cruel
Harbinger.
world. It's a fucking 9.
Oh,
I got
no.
+6.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! What is going on?
Right.
Oh, I'm
26.
ah.
Boom!
Oh.
Both of the Onyx Warriors are dusted.
Partially resisted. All right. And then, all right, I'm going to have to do this other one. Campus, it's 19.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. I can.
That's gonna take you up to 31 of 46.
Yep.
All right. And then you
Ah,
move behind the.
I'm burning. It hurts. It hurts so much. It burns so good.
I had to clear some space, cuz.
Dr. Brasso Hill,
It's all right, Campus. Huel's love burns hot.
the monk, has gone and he is stepping up towards the sword. He is stepping up towards the sword. The sword, as you guys remember from Mason Treadwell, cannot enter into the scabbard, or it shall break the covenant and give the Shadow King the ability to walk this mortal plane again.
That'd be bad.
Kill him!
Bring him down. Yeah.
He
Wait,
must die.
This is the guy that's behind the purple thing? Okay. I was confused for a second.
Oh my gosh, Dave. You're getting so close.
Well, that's the first shot. One more.
So close, Dave. Oh.
Miss is not. Oh no! I can't handle.
I can't handle it. Let's see. Wait.
The
1,
stress.
2, 3, 4,
The
5. I took it
stress.
away. All right, I just poke out, take a couple shots. Die, you son of a bitch!
Campus. Tuck Underhill is moving with the
Oh.
scabbard towards Lawbringer, behind this barrier created by this enormous shadow demon, the Harbinger. What do you do, sir?
Oh.
He has 10 hit points remaining.
Oh, the pressure. All the pressure. Let's see what this spell does. Okay, Roscoe, I'm sorry. I cast, Hail of...
Just don't target him! Campus, just don't target him!
Hail of Thorns!
Oh my god!
Shoot it towards the Harbinger. Okay. So attack roll is 14.
14 is not enough.
Okay, it's okay. I got a second shot.
But wait.
Inspiration.
You have inspiration,
Inspiration.
sir.
I use my inspiration to a 21. Yeah, 21 of advantage to strike him. That does 14 points of magical damage. But my Hail of Thorns does an extra d10 if he fails a dex save. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, dexterity saving throw, and Roscoe has to make the dex saving throw as well.
Okay, first off, Roscoe, go ahead and make your dex saving throw.
Get advantage at least.
DC's 12.
Got it.
Yes.
You're gonna take half damage, which is gonna. Oh my god, you only have 3. You only have 3 hit points. I don't
We'll
think
see.
it's gonna fucking matter.
We'll see. Hang on. Hang on.
Got resistance.
Yes!
5. I passed the save, so it brings it to 3, and I'm raging. So it brings.
That is, you have 1 hit point remaining, sir.
Yeah. It's about right.
That's all he needs.
All right. With a loud shriek, the Harbinger begins to shriek and reel and twitch like one of those old school ghosts where it's just going into its death throes. And eventually, it burns up in a dark flame and floats down to the floor in a series of ash. The purple barrier falls. Sinsover buried in the ash.
My turn.
Tuck Underhill is still moving towards, releasing.
Oh yeah, Roscoe's turn.
It's Roscoe's turn.
The scabbard, Roscoe.
Get it, Roscoe.
Roscoe runs up to Tuck Underhill. Sorry, brah.
Oh my God.
And yeah, I mean, it's my bad, man, but you know, you just remind me of bad things. Why aren't you? Oh, you don't have an icon. I
Yeah.
rolled a goddamn 20 and it didn't matter because it's not an actual icon.
Show it to me. You can drag it on there.
No, it disappeared already because the map is off of the thing.
Pruitt, you tell me. No, stop.
What?
Pruitt, does everybody here trust Pruitt?
Yeah.
Not at all.
Then I will give you the natural 20. All I want you to do, you don't need to roll damage. You describe to me as this barrier falls how Roscoe slides up and handles Tuck Underhill as he is moving towards Lawbringer.
Seeing the Shadow King fall, he immediately turns, the barrier's falling. He runs and like jumps sideways over it into kind of a roll, coming up with his axe out of the roll itself as the sword is going towards the scabbard. And he starts about mid forearm and his axe bisects his arm lengthwise, going up into the upper arm, into the chest cavity, and I cut the top of Tuck Underhill off of his body in a spray of gore and blood.
Everybody stop.
Yeah.
And that is where we will end Save or Dice Harbinger.
Victory.
Okay, so
Totally metal.
we have a few things to say, and we'll talk about those here in just a moment. First off, guys, we are going to be sticking around for a very special Q&A for this season finale. We have some special announcements from some of the cast members here and some things we want to talk about. But guys, before we get into that, we're going to take a break. I just want to say, gentlemen, that was a hell of a season. Thank you so very much.
We're also going to announce the winner, right?
Oh yeah,
We got some winners to get done.
We got
Yeah.
a winner.
If you have, I thought we were announcing this on the. So let's do this. Everybody, we're going to take a quick 5-10 minute break. Let the cast kind of, break and refresh themselves. And then we're going to come back for 30, 40 minutes and just hang out and chat with you guys and go over our special announcements. Okay.
Yeah.
Will Jones,
Beautiful.
take us to the break screen, sir.
I
Away,
gotta take
my
a shit.
friends. You guys are... Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Save or Dice, Harbinger, Ex Machina end, post-op look at the season and chat. Q&A. What's up, you guys? We've got some sponsors to thank for the whole season, seeing as it's, come to an end. Who wants to read these out? I'll open the board today.
I feel like I've done a lot of talking, but I also feel like I want to give some shout out to the sponsor. So let me, guys, look, from day one, we have had pyromancers.com and Fantasy Grounds. They've been a huge part of the show. The show has just hit its 1 year mark. And, the sponsors support us because you guys support the sponsors, and it matters a lot to us. They both make incredible products. And let me tell you, I've worked with some of the top end people at other virtual tabletop companies, and nobody even comes close to Doug over at Fantasy Grounds and Alexi as well. They're both just great guys. They make great products, and they really genuinely care about their customers. So please go show those guys some love. And of course, we're thrilled that Norse Foundry has been so excited to jump on board with us as well. They did a killer giveaway. We're going to be announcing the giveaway winners on August the 8th when we come back, because we will be off next week for Gen Con. So huge shout out to Norse Foundry. Guys, we have a 10% off coupon. That link that you guys see down in the description, anything that you guys want to buy from Norse Foundry, just straight up 10% off with that coupon down in the description. So please go give them some love as well. And we always ask that if you guys do support Fantasy Grounds, you do support Pyromancers, you do support Norse Foundry, let them know that Saber Dice sent you over. We would certainly appreciate it. It helps out the show a lot and helps all the casters. So big thank you to the sponsors for helping us put on a 17 episode Harbinger season. A lot of fun there. So that's all I got on that end. Anybody, Will, you want to take this back, or WebDM? Do you guys want to jump in here at this point before we take questions?
Jim, you look
Yeah,
like Jim.
so
Things to say.
no problem. So it has, I was looking through this the other day. It has been a year. Like August 2nd, 2017 was our first session, the session 1 of the first season of Saber Dice. We'd done like a secret, secret session 0, surprise kind of thing, but
Secret.
right. Yeah. And so like that would be next week is our year. And so it's been a wild year. It has been a year of a lot of just, not just like practical learning, how the hell do you play D&D online, with these tools kind of thing, but just like getting to play with everybody has been it's been a real tremendous opportunity, and it's been something that I've looked forward to every week. So that said, WebDM is parting ways with Saber Dice. We wanted to finish out the season. We wanted to see the end of Harbinger and see whether or not another halfling could lie dying on the dust of Cody's homebrew world. And so we finished it, but we are going our separate ways, and we wish Saber Dice the best of luck, because I think what you guys are doing, Cody and Dave, is just really awesome, and we clearly have resonated with the people who watch us, and we'll be around. We got other stuff going on. We're available. We're around. But an end of an era. First year Saber Dice. Proud to be a part of it.
Yeah, Cody. Piggybacking on Jim, it's been just a great opportunity. Thank you for bringing us on board for this. It's been an absolute pleasure. Every season has been. It's been a different version of fun. This one was just like probably the most hijinks I've ever gotten up to in a game. Playing with the all small party has been just like an absolute. It's just been a pleasure, as far as just everything. So thank you again.
Yeah, man. Look, when and not to exclude Will Jones here, but when we set up Saber Dice with Taking 20, I think I was at like, I don't know, 8,000 subscribers, something like that. And there was Dawn Forge Cast and you guys and Dave, and it just was something really special that I kind of was surprised to see it all worked out. And we had some great companies that we talked about earlier with Fantasy Grounds who was willing to take a shot on us. And I have absolutely fucking loved every minute of Saber Dice with you guys. And so I look forward to gaming with you guys in the future, maybe here, maybe elsewhere, maybe at some conventions or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I can't wait for the next time to get Travis drunk down in San Antonio or Austin. So, I'm sad to see you guys go, but let me tell you, I owe you guys as much. It was a ton of fun, the jokes and innuendos and everything there. So thank you guys for jumping in on and taking this road with Dave and I and Andrew at the time, to make Saber Dice as just much fun as it has been. And so, Will, I think if you want to jump in here at this point.
Oh, I do. I want to jump inside everyone. So it hasn't been a year for me. God knows how long it's been since we started the second season on Saber Dice. It feels like 6 months.
Probably about 9 months. I'm guessing.
Jesus Christ. During the time I've birthed my first Sable Dice child during the course of those 9 months. It's been great. Yeah, no, I joined in on the second season, right? And I was DMing whatever I called that campaign. Glory! For Glory! And that was fucking dope. And I got to meet... It's the first time I had... not the first time I'd met Dave, because I think we'd done something before, Dave, like chatting and stuff like that, and we played some games together. But first time really meeting Cody, first time meeting Jim, first time meeting Pruitt, and playing with those guys. So that was really awesome, and that was my first chance to meet you guys and get to hang out, which has been an absolute pleasure for the past 9 months, like you say. And I've come to be very good friends with all of you guys, and rank you very highly in my regard, both as friends and of course as folks who play D&D on the internet together for our collective jobs, which has been fucking great. Similarly to Jim and Pruitt, over this campaign, after this one's finished, I'm going to be diving out as well, because it's been great, but it feels like a great jumping off point, honestly, to finish this season and to hand the seat to a new Save or Dice cast member. I feel like I've been very, very honored to be here for so long and to spend these 9 months. But it feels like a good time for for me to move on with my own projects, because God knows I am fucking shattered right now and I could do with some sleep on a Wednesday night. But also to hand over the reins to someone new who would like to come and play D&D and forge some great friendships with the wonderful folks from Save or Dice and new cast members, and of course with you guys in chat as well. It's been really nice to meet a lot of new people via the chat, to recognize you guys in chat each week and shit posts and shit talk of you guys in there. So yeah, it's been great. I'm going to be diving off as well, I suppose, and focusing more so on my own stuff and bits and bobs, keeping busy, of course, same as Jim and Pruitt. But I will definitely be watching the next seasons of Save or Dice, and I consider myself now an alumni of the Save or Dice college, and whenever they roll a 4, I will look back fondly upon the many 4s that were rolled during the course of our various campaigns together. So it's been great, guys. It really has been a lot of fun, and I won't wax on for too much longer. But
Will, we loved having you on. I'm so happy I got to kill one of your characters after you killed one of my characters. And no, seriously,
almost twice.
It's been a blast, dude. The community is too small. We'll be around. We'll be on different things. You'll probably see people on Encounter Roleplay and WebDM and Save or Dice. Just we're all connected. There'll be a conventions together. You guys will see this again. So before we take questions, I do want to let you guys know that Save or Dice has some really big stuff coming up, because we have, obviously we've known for a while that WebDM and Encounter Roleplay are it's part of it, right? When you have big creators who all have different stuff going on, not everybody can hang around for forever. So, those guys let us know, and we've got some old faces returning to Save or Dice that I think people are going to really enjoy. We have some new young faces coming on, and we're going to be making some cast announcements on August the 8th. So here's the deal. Next week, we're going to be off. We're going to come back August the 8th, and we're going to run a fun one-shot. We're still lining up the Game Master right there. We're actually in talks with Paizo to see if we can't have Owen come on and run a game for us. And then starting on August the 15th, we are going to be jumping back into Save or Dice, as well as we have some additional games that will be launching along the same line. So if you guys like Save or Dice, you like seeing all these cool creators roll in and out on all these games, we've got more games than ever coming up. So we're really pumped about that. And we hope you guys stick around for us, because we're really, really exciting. And we're going to be putting some other stuff on the show other than just Dungeons and Dragons. And I think people are going to really, really, really dig that, as well as some new opportunities Dave and I aren't quite yet ready to announce. But new cast is in place. That new season will start the 15th. August the 8th, we'll have a special one-shot. And then you guys will have more details coming with all that, with who is returning to Save or Dice and who will be joining Save or Dice for the first time. So that is really, I think, a great point to kind of jump off and to just talk to you guys. So please put some questions in the chat for us. We'll kind of be keeping an eye on that. Before we do that, I do want to say, do you guys want to talk about, so here's what we kind of left off. I like leaving off not having resolved anything, right? So why don't we give you guys a chance to kind of talk a little bit about the season, maybe talk a little bit about what you think your characters might do, what you think would have happened after having access to both Sinsover and Lawbringer. Give me some vibes here on what you guys are vibing here. Don't all jump at once.
Roscoe would want to pawn them. I'm sure Huel would probably talk him out of that.
Yeah. There's no reason to.
Campus has no fucking clue what's going on, so he does whatever the rest of the party want to do, and he will travel with them until the day that he dies, because he is a lapdog, and he just no fucking clue how to act on his own. I think Campus's story isn't yet finished. He is undoubtedly there's more story to be told there for him. Perhaps one day he will like grow a spine and go on his own adventures. But yeah, I think he goes with what the party want to do and travels with them until they get rid of him at some point.
Now, here's the thing: is Campus is going to find a mentor in Roscoe, because Campus showed something in that last bit of combat: willingness to injure your allies in order to achieve victory is something that his lily-livered cousin would never understand. Doing a hail of thorns like that into combat, Roscoe, the other Roscoe, he's a bitch. He couldn't take it. He wouldn't be able to take that. Right?
Honestly,
he couldn't take it.
Very much so. He's very intimate with that maneuver.
So yes, Roscoe would take Campus under his wing. Like he'd get on a tree stump and then take him under his wing. Amazing. And teach him the ways of the world.
Yeah,
how to order a drink in a bar, how to make love to a woman, stand in the corner, be like, no, over there.
Campus multi-class into barbarian in that case.
Shit would be dope.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my god.
A D&D sex barbarian.
I love it.
Oh man,
that's what scares me. Yep.
Yes, Medley Rose. We need a montage. We need Hearts on Fire playing from Rocky 4. And yeah, Campus comes out of it a rage fiend.
Amazing.
Yeah. Roscoe would have tried to sneak the swords away to do something honorable with them to honor the memory of Roscoe the Lawbringer.
What about the keepers? You guys have done anything there?
Yeah, we don't give a fuck about those guys.
Are there any left?
They fucked it all up. Yeah, the last one just died.
No.
Put those swords in a museum somewhere.
They belong in a museum.
Yeah, I think Roscoe is the best person to keep them, because you know all about this stuff. Otherwise, Huel would just suggest, like, just go on out, take them through a portal somewhere, and just dump them, and then forget about it. I can erase your memory of it. You never know what happened.
Hey, tell them where they're at. Now erase.
Yeah, erased. So.
Oh my god. That's so good.
It's so hard to say goodbye.
There's some things you can do with modify memory. Anyway. Yeah.
All right, guys.
Nice.
So we'll take some questions here. I know people probably got stuff that they want to know about next season. We can't give away everything, but while those are kind of coming in here,
we got
honest opinions on that.
Ooh.
You want that one, Will?
Sure. I mean, like, my opinion is like kind of boring, right? It's like I don't really feel too much about it. I mean, like, Ravnica's cool. I'm not like an MTG guy, and I probably won't buy any more cards or any cards because of it. I'll definitely play in Ravnica, right? Like, I'm excited to learn more about it, but I'm like as excited as I am for any D&D books. Like, cool, let's see what this is and open it up, and bound to like some bits, bound to find some bits less like sweet. I'm excited that they're moving away from just the Forgotten Realms, because man, am I tired of the realms. So like, dope. Yeah, let's get into something else. The Eberron stuff is like super confusing, right? There's like a whole blog on my website about why it's so confusing and why I wasted $20 and why I'm paying for an Arcana and why I'm upset about that. And then he changed it the next day and admitted they were wrong, and then I was like, la, great. So yeah, it was confusing, but yeah, Eberron is dope.
I'm just happy Keith Baker can now sell stuff for Eberron. That's what I'm most happy about.
Yeah, that's
what
one of the
I'm most
coolest
happy
things, right? Like the guild is now Eberron stuff and not just the realm, so we should get some super dope stuff.
There should be a lot of
coming
really
up.
cool stuff. A lot of cool homebrew that comes out that forever on. I'm largely saying I'm really excited about Ravnica. I love Magic the Gathering. I think the settings for it are some of the more innovative and interesting fantasy settings that have come out in years. And the sort of the lore that surrounds places like Zendikar and Ravnica and what's the other, Innskeep, some of the,
The Phyrexians and all that.
yeah, is just like really interesting. And Ravnica, a city that's the size of a plane that's ruled by all these magical guilds. Like, what's not to like?
Yeah, I know
right?
nothing about it. Like, I feel like Magic, like I was in a generation which like we didn't hit the Magic thing, like big Pokemon, like huge Yu-Gi-Oh stuff when I was a kid. Never grew up with the Magic the Gathering stuff. So
I'm
like,
surprised it's taken him this long.
yeah.
I used to travel to other states to play Magic the Gathering.
Well, you see, Hearthstone's the objectively
hardcore.
better game. So like,
I have such fond memories of Magic the Gathering, and it is such a money pit. This is literally the only reason I stopped playing is because I just
I don't spend money.
I loved the game. So look, Magic has some interesting it's got some interesting lore there. You can start introducing a whole bunch of stuff from that world. Slivers, like that's fucking dope. Phyrexia is like, I actually have read some books on Phyrexia, and that's like dark. Just awful Hitler mutating his own people into these monsters to be like a force and control them like, Big Brother shit over there. So it's got some cool stuff. They start tying in different things. Eberron, that's cool. That's really cool that we got something else besides Forgotten Realms. And I think it does feel, is it the most different race?
Eberron, it is
like maybe the most different than they could have gone.
No, but it's pretty close. Dark Sun is the most different you could go, I think, from standard D&D.
You think?
But
Yeah, post-apocalyptic, sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Brom, fucking Brom.
There's a ton of cool shit there. I see in chat that yes, the plane shift articles that they've released, the James
Plane
Wyatt
Shift,
released,
Zendikar and stuff. Yeah.
yeah, James Wyatt has been getting paid for those. He's an employee of Wizards of the Coast. I think he's working on Ravnica, so he's like a Magic the Gathering guy who also has done D&D in the past. So I think it's gonna be cool. It's good. That's really cool. I'm surprised. I want to see what people put out for it.
The only thing I was a little bit disappointed about is I guess like how people don't seem particularly excited about it. Like in general, it's been like a kind of 50-50. People are really excited about it, or they're like, whatever, man. So it's like, it's like a little bit disappointing because I'm always excited when other people are excited. So I get on the hype train when people start talking to me about how cool things are. So
like my thing is with Ravnica, I'm just happy to have something new for D&D. Like fuck me, I do not need Greyhawk or Dragonlance. Like when people are like, well, don't they do the? I'm like, what do you need?
Most of those books are available as PDFs.
Yeah, grab the books and play it.
Yeah.
Like there's almost nothing. There's like no work to.
And it's like it's good news for people who want Greyhawk and stuff like that because it shows that Worcester are making a step towards other IPs away from the realm. So like either way, it's probably a generally good thing. It's like, well, if you wanted Greyhawk or Spelljammer, like you're a step closer than you were last week, right?
Mm-hmm. Dude, I gotta admit, I'm stunned at the comments I got on my fucking video about people that are like, fuck Magic the Gathering players. Those bunch of smelly assholes. Like, sit in the same chair for 3.5 hours and play a role-playing game. Like, what's the fucking hate coming? Anyways, that's a whole nother rant. I just totally blew my mind how all of a sudden I was like, oh, this is such a great D&D community and everything. And it was like,
MTG's got its
turned like a vicious dog. Like, Magic Gathering, fuck that.
MTG's got its own like garbage trash fires of drama. Like,
sure,
yeah, it's a. From
but
what
so
I
does
get.
this community.
Sure.
Oh yeah, I mean
so
it's wherever you go, right? I mean, it overlaps a fair amount, I'm sure.
Yeah, there are assholes everywhere. The world has no shortage of them. But the thing that those kind of people don't forget, or they always forget, is you can just ignore it and not buy it.
No, you can't.
No, and
who gives a shit? You're willingly raising your own blood pressure for no reason whatsoever.
Getting mad online.
Yeah, just get mad online, man.
Here's some other questions. Yeah, we could talk for a lot about that. I think someone wants to know. I didn't get the cinders. did we anticipate? This is specifically Web DM, but I'm curious as to what the rest
Daniel-
of Saber Dice thinks about it.
Daniel Ricardo Sanchez.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Did we anticipate the discussion that the metagaming episode created? Well, yes.
Yes.
There is a shallow bucket of things that we know as creators we can talk about, and we just know, like, just add alignment in there.
At alignment,
Oh, yeah.
every time we talk about
Multi-classing.
classing,
Oh my
alignment,
God.
there's of course they are. You know, and we're not done with it. We'll do another show on metagaming.
These are dumpster fires waiting for gasoline.
Oh yeah, there's a shit ton to say
Unless
about
you
it.
pull.
And we only have one perspective, right? Like there's other people that have different perspectives that might be more resonant with you. So yeah,
Make a video ranking the classes and just see how that fucking goes on.
that sounds
Oh,
great. That
Yeah,
sounds
any
sorcerer,
kind of ranking or the
fucking
best.
last. Everybody knows
If
that
you
shit.
put the best or the worst in anything, yeah.
Best. Paladin.
Objective best. Yeah.
There was a question I saw that made me laugh. James Leslie, okay, James, who's been a huge supporter all season. Thank you so much, James. Question: firstly, kudos on a great season. Loved it. Thank you much. Secondly, how do you guys manage to focus on your projects, and where did you manage to learn the programs you use, like OBS and editing programs? So that's kind of two questions. So first, how do you guys manage to focus on your projects? Before I hand this off, I'll just tell you my answer: very fucking poorly. It's very hard to stay focused, I think, when you kind of have so many pokers in the fire. But how do you guys manage to kind of stay focused?
You spin one plate, then you spin the next, and the next, and the next, and then you go back to the first one. Just keep them moving.
I keep a detailed calendar of what I need to do day to day, and that's how I do it. I have to keep it with me all the time, otherwise I'll forget shit. So.
Yeah, I have to herd the cats that are my thoughts every day, and it's
And
you
your
know,
literal cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
and literal.
and literal
I
cat.
just
Yeah.
had to go let
And your neighbors.
I have a
yeah,
growing.
and my neighbors. Oh no, they've been going this whole time. Every time you see me go like this, oh, the neighbors are going at it right now. It's amazing.
As for I don't, and as for the programs, you just learn it. A lot of them, there's like free versions. You just
YouTube video.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I have a growing to-do list of things that I haven't done each day, which, weighs more and more heavily
Never
upon my
is.
soul every single fucking day, and it drags me deeper into depression until I hit the weekend, and then I feel lightened again for a couple of days, and then it's Monday, and then holy shit, here it comes like a train, yeah.
Wait, but do you take weekends off?
Sure. Sure I do.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Sure I do. Like, the weekends off where I'm not, like, streaming all the time, but I'm, like, doing emails and fucking all the boring shit that goes with,
So many
projects that we do.
emails.
Someone wants to know what setting are the new systems. It seems like there's a lot of questions about can you reveal any hints about the new
Okay. So here's the deal. No, we can't reveal yet. I can almost guarantee you that the next season on the 15th will be Dungeons and Dragons. That will be Dungeons and Dragons. The second and third games we're building out right now are to be determined. And then the one shot is also to be determined, but that'll just be a one shot. We can play in whatever system. It's just a fun little one shot. So the season starting on the 8th on the 15th will be Dungeons and Dragons. And it will be a short season. It'll be about 6 to 7 episodes or so. And then it'll be a mini season, and then we'll jump back into a full-on season as we just get ready for like a huge launch of shows after that. And some of those systems have yet to be determined because we're talking to different cast members, and we're kind of lining them up with schedules and who wants to play what and all. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes there. So those are TBD. That's the only reason. Otherwise, we'd tell you.
Is there a place for power gaming in a streamed game?
Yes.
Absolutely. There's a place for every style of gameplay.
Yeah, I mean that's yeah.
There's a type of like highly optimized like treating a battle as a war game that I don't know would be like fun to watch, but I bet there's people out there who would like watch it as like to analyze people's moves and what they did and didn't do.
Esports,
baby.
Yep.
Awesome. I hated on that so bad.
I'm not gonna call him.
I mean, anything I say, well. Anyway, follow-up question for the MTG people.
What's your partner?
Hashtag what's your partner? Do you think standard D&D will do the MTG setting justice, or would you like to see some new mechanics to tie it into the MTG setting better?
love to see new mechanics. I don't think base D&D will do Magic the Gathering very well. In my opinion, you would need to completely redo the magic and spell system. And that's how I would do it. There's 5 schools of spells. You can, depending on what classes you are, you might know multiple versions of colors, but it's new spells and everything. Consider how you would make a green deck as a D&D character, right? Like, you'd have a magic card that's like 32 as like a big ass fucking dinosaur or some shit. That's like, they're not gonna let you have that in D&D, right? So it needs to be redone.
Well, certain DMs.
Certain DMs.
Yeah. I think they'll do it justice, right?
I'm sure there's going to be a book full of new things for
Sure,
them.
and because it's up for grabs on the DM's Guild, it means there's going to be people putting out their own stuff for it. What I expect out of Ravnica is a lot of lore and some stuff, you know.
Right, yeah.
Not a read.
I see a Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide coming.
Mhm.
That's what I feel.
I would love to see a Biomancer. I think I mentioned it in my
the
video.
Simic, can you imagine what a Simic Guild type character would look like?
Would be super
That's really
fun.
fucking cool.
Holy shit, would be super fun.
The lore of Ravnica is really cool, guys. Just check it out, even if you don't like Magic.
I did a 15-minute video on it, just if you're curious.
Cody's got a video on it. Just check it out. Yeah,
Cool.
that's fine.
Let's see what else. Do you enjoy it when people say funny things in chat while you're live? Personally,
Yes.
I hate it.
We hate funny things. We hate humor.
I hate laughter in any forms. So
We're supposed to be the funny ones.
yeah, no one else gets to be fucking funny around here, all right? Stealing my
No,
splendor.
we absolutely love it. I mean, it's half the fun. I mean, D&D is always about D&D and hanging out with your friends, and now we have like 56 other friends hanging out with us, cracking jokes and whatever. I mean, yeah, it's great.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
You're streaming all day. You don't meet anybody.
Don't need new friends.
Very.
What's your favorite computer game based RPG?
Fallout 3, hands down.
It's a good choice.
Skyrim.
Morrowind.
Equally as good. Put 500 hours on that game also.
Solid game.
I haven't played video games in years.
Also
Fallout
true.
3 is the
Also
only
true. But
Or RPG, I think I've beat it now like 4 times. It's the only RPG I've actually gone back and beaten again.
I actually don't like RPG computer games.
Oh, dude.
I hardly
like
ever
action-
beat them.
yeah,
I like
true.
action games if I'm playing or fighting games.
Witcher 3
I've
was
got
dope.
a-
Witcher was dope.
only
If you're gonna do RPG, then
only
I'd
because
rather do tabletop.
only because Pruitt mentioned that he had actually like beating an RPG multiple times. I've got to throw some love at KOTOR. Holy shit! That is my favorite universe of all time ever. The old Republic of Star Wars is just phenomenal. You take the shitty version of Star Wars today, where there's like 2 Jedi and 2 Sith, and you throw it back 5,000 years ago when there were thousands of Jedi and thousands of Sith in open war across the galaxy, and it is phenomenal. So yeah, huge.
Have I ever told my Knights of the Old Republic story to y'all with my roommate? The reason. So I first got it and I rocked the shit out of it for like the first 3-4 months. That first planet, fuck that first planet. It took forever to get off of it, right? Finally get off of it. I'm rocking around. I got my lightsabers. Things are awesome. Then one day my roommate calls me. He's like, "Hey, Pruitt, can we meet for lunch? Can we do that?" I was like, "Yeah, man, what's going on?" And the gravity in his voice, I was like, "Oh my God, is he moving out? Does he have cancer? What the fuck?" And we get there and we're at Freebirds and he's like sitting there and looking at the menu and not and talking. I'm like, dude, what's up? And he's like, "All right, I erased your Knights of the Old Republic save." I was like, "Oh my fucking God, you don't have cancer. Thank you." Okay. And then I never played it again. I tried to play it like once and I was just like, fuck this planet. And I just never finished it again.
All right, guys, we got time for 2 more questions, and we're gonna bounce out of here for the season here. So last chance, get a good one in there. Good question.
Get him in.
The next question will consist of every character playing a possessed doll using Jim's doll voice.
Can we hear that doll voice one more time?
I forget. Like, that's my problem with voices is I don't remember them. I probably have about like 20 in me, but they just bubble out like brain farts.
It was glorious, Jim.
I cannot role
It was
play on
glorious.
command. I have to be like in the
That's
game.
why I have
right?
to have a Correct.
Like when someone's like, hit me with your Uthangar voice, I'm like, I don't know.
Seriously, 2 nights ago, I'm outside in the front of my porch smoking, and I'm over there talking to myself and all these different voices, getting ready for the Wrath and Glory 40K game that we did, and I just watched his neighbor walk past me. I'm like, I've got like this like female British accent, like, no, you're the one that will go to, and I'm just like practicing random shit.
Just like
I
my
get
mother.
it. You gotta practice. You gotta practice.
Holy shit, that was my mum.
You know, for the Wrath and Glory game, like when we broke before we went live, I'm making my coffee, like, all right, I'm playing a priest. I'm thinking Southern Baptist. What does that sound like?
I used to, when I was at college, I used to, every time we'd go on a night out, I used to, on the walk back, the stretch home, just shout, absolutely fucking out of my mind, just scream in various different voices. And I think that's how voices started to happen for me, was just screaming them throughout Birmingham. Birmingham deserved it. Let's see what else we got here.
Don't forget your voice memos on your phones, because that's what I've started to do to keep all mine straight.
Really?
Yeah, just say the name and say a few sentences, and that you have a recording of it. You can just go back and listen.
Nice.
There you go. So we got one last question here.
Yeah, perfect. Let's take this last question here.
All right. What was this is for each of us? What was our favorite part of this season of Saber Dice?
Killing Roscoe. It was fucking tragic, but it was perfect. And it was
Like, I didn't do it to have any part of it, but I Grendel brewed her a little bit. Or no, Gregored her a little bit.
Gregored a little bit was very good as well, yeah.
Seriously, whenever he said I Gregored her, or no, he Gregored her, and then Huel goes, I helped a little.
You took it.
That fucking killed me.
I helped a little was the best line said in the whole fucking scene.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Like that whole scene, Grendel brew losing it, and
But he
like
thought he was
switch
gonna
from weird to evil.
Yep. That was
There's a lot going on.
delicious.
I'll throw one more that's different. The being challenged for the Tasha's hideous laughter on the hook horrors was kind of fun there. I dug all of Permath. That was fun. That was really fun to DM, and that whole section of the season was really, really fun for me.
Is that where Shatilra was?
Shatilra.
Yeah,
That was fun for me.
that's some good shit. All right, well, anything else? Or are we good? All right. Well, my
Gentlemen,
friends,
it's been an absolute pleasure. I will see you, and until next time, I will bid you adieu. Everybody watching, thank you guys for hanging out with us on Saber Dice. We cannot wait to be back, and we'll be back with even more games. A huge cast coming as well. You guys are really going to dig it. Stay tuned. We will be back the week after Gen Con, so we cannot wait to jump back into more Saber Dice. But, gentlemen, I love your faces. Thank you so much for taking this ride with us.
Thank
Stay
you.
dirty.
Love you all out there.
God damn it, Jim. Fuck. Good night, everyone. Bye.
Good night.